When do I say it?
Well, we're live now. And Storm got stage fright.
No. It's just the birds cause mass trauma.
So, we're, waiting on Brody yet, but we're gonna get started. Welcome to another episode of Natural 7 Adventures. We appreciate people watching us, all 2 or 3 of you that partake and enjoy our content. Like, share, subscribe, and we're gonna jump into it, because we have lots of interesting stuff happening tonight. Where last we left off, the party had found their way into the... Let me grab that. I think it's almost done. Found their way into the Sovereign's... it wasn't really a temple, unless it was a temple to him, but his location in the Underdark. They found out that the Sovereign was a beholder, and Broadleaf was kind of in service to the beholder. And after trying to sacrifice a couple of the party members to ascend to godhood, a battle ensued, which was finished. Vizaz killed the beholder, but in the meantime, they found out that Sluvdemert had betrayed them and actually been Cyric the whole time, and got his hands on the Liber Divina Ortum. My Latin's not that good.
Whoa. Let's roll back here real quick.
Yeah, you weren't there for some of that. Yeah?
Vizaz was who?
No, not Vizaz. Sluvdemert
Oh.
betrayed the party, and he was Cyric the whole time. Hello, Sammy.
Hi, Sammy. You missed the baby.
Oh yeah, since our last session, Pete has had a child.
7 miles.
When you're going 10 miles an hour, quite a long time.
Yeah.
What happened to her
I'm
truck?
getting the death
It's like,
now.
like brake
What
fluid
happened?
or something.
I'll send a picture to Thomas of.
So she couldn't stop, so I had to
Bernie?
drive like 10 miles an hour.
Oh, that's gross.
I should have had her pull you.
There.
Yeah, you could have stopped her.
It wouldn't let her accelerate.
Huh.
I think it's because her brake line's lost pressure. It's like then you can't
It's
accelerate.
computer, something or other. You want to throw another pizza on? Anyway, Sluvdemert betrayed the party, was Cyric in disguise the whole time, proceeded to fight the party when a Garistro named Thragolin showed up, and that was Vizaz's patron. So then Vizaz, Cyric, and the Garistro were all fighting the party, which went
Dice.
pretty okay.
You played a sick joke and he died.
Yeah, in the meantime, Broadleaf died. Was reincarnated by Cyric as a goblin. And Bob eventually sent the Garistro back to its home plane via the banish spell. And then he sent the whale back via the banish spell.
Hi, Sammy.
Aww. That's beautiful.
Hey, Brody! He's here!
Yeah,
Sorry, ADHD, you didn't see it coming.
that's okay. I'm glad Thomas is finally here when I'm here.
Yeah, Thomas is finally
I was
here.
here time before last and you were here.
That's right.
You were mad because I was killing your grandpa.
Well, yeah.
Bad.
One day I'm gonna show up at your house and we're gonna play D&D in that room.
Done.
Well,
It's
let's.
a little small, but...
You want a piece or
Well,
two?
I can sit on your lap.
I got a bunch more.
Can I have
I can,
dice?
I can guarantee that almost
Yeah, that's
everyone here will have tried it at least once in their time.
Sitting on your lap?
Yep. I have no doubt.
I have no doubt.
You didn't bring your dice, Brody?
No, I didn't bring anything because Gracie called me and I'm like, well, I gotta hurry because her truck's smoking, so
Okay.
down the road I went.
Here, I don't have the password on here. You got your sheet on.
I got microphone. I can play from my phone.
Okay.
I just need dice.
Here's Nolan's dice that he left here.
Oh, cool.
Then you won't forget them. Okay, we will get back into it as soon as I put another pizza on the cooker.
I don't even remember Timothy's character's name.
Well, that's probably in character.
You die 6 times. See what happens to you.
Sheen probably knows Toxin at least most. A lot more than anyone else since he actually had like a day or two to travel with him.
Probably.
Yeah. This is true.
All these dice are right, except for one.
I know.
Oh, he takes it though?
Yeah, no one got bored.
Wait, he doesn't know that Jack is dead.
Nope.
Who's Jack?
Okay. Broadleaf got reincarnated as a goblin, which was a ton of fun.
Somebody kill him.
And
Is it a goblin?
he is a goblin. He's a buck naked goblin.
Oh my god, he's a goblin!
Carrick spent the whole time stunned by the beholder, even after it died. And yeah, after you guys finished off the beholder, the Garistro, and Cyric disappeared, teleported away with the book. For those of you that haven't been paying attention, it is the dummy's guide to becoming a deity, pretty much. Ascending to godhood, which the fallen deity now has. So that's a problem. Yeah, then you guys answered some riddles to get through
Because
a
he wasn't
door.
already powerful enough.
Yeah, to escape to the material plane, but you have not entered that door yet, nor have you gone through the beholder's loot. So, you guys find yourself in the inside of the pyramid that belonged to the sovereign, and we have
We live?
yeah,
Oh, cool.
been live since before you got in. Carrick, we have Carrick, Broadleaf, the goblin, the naked goblin, Cheem and Samson. Annabella and Builder are still there hanging out. They haven't left yet. And Brawnleaf is also there. And there is a body of Bob and a body of Vizaz.
We're still in the chamber.
Yes.
I vote that we resuscitate Bob
Bob.
and force Nolan to play Bob.
Bob Nolan is not here. So you're
No,
forcing me
that's
to play
why.
Bob.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's alive. He's instantly.
I'm gonna go
I assume.
look
She's
through the
gonna
loot.
Head straight to the loot room after everything is just ready.
I'm gonna hope to find a small pair of pants. As I'm walking to the loot room, I'm gonna scratch my right butt cheek.
Chim is hopefully gonna
I am
find a
making my way over
new
to
elemental
Broadleaf.
sword.
Is it his dad or his grandpa?
Grandpa. Broadleaf.
Yeah. Making my way over to his grandpa, looking over the corpse and making sure he's dead.
Well, Broadleaf's still alive.
What?
Brownleaf, the
He started-
grandpa, is still alive.
He started fighting with us after the beholder died.
How convenient.
He was fighting Cyric, and then he fought the Garistro.
Carrick looks at Brownleaf. How convenient.
I was paralyzed and unconscious for most of this, correct? Or was
Yeah.
I paralyzed?
Paralyzed, yeah.
Did I see him do any of that?
And you look at the condition. I think you would be incapacitated.
Because the last I checked, I was hill deep in his grandpa.
That's what she said.
So it doesn't say
Because
that you
he
can't
served,
see.
he basically served Broadleaf up to him on a silver platter.
Pete's out
Like-
DMing you.
No.
So it doesn't say you can't see. You can't take any actions. You automatically fail saving throws of strength and dexterity, attacks of advantage. Can't move or speak, but nothing about not being able to see or hear. So
Yeah, so you'd be aware of what happened.
Well, let's say I'll leave it to DM discretion to confirm where I landed when I was incapacitated and paralyzed.
You were in you were in view of what was going on. And you would have heard Brownleaf was actually kind of mad at you guys for a little bit during the fight for bringing Cyric with you. But once the fighting had ended, there's some conversations had afterwards of how Brownleaf got to where he is and everything else. So,
And I could hear that?
yes. So nobody's mad at Brownleaf anymore unless you have some held over feelings.
Nothing. I don't. I'm just gonna take some creative freedom and was gonna see if I could grapple Brownleaf with my magic carpet and drag him over to me with my sword in my hand, pointed at his face, like super close to me, and just basically tell him don't ever do that again.
Yes, exterminate the leaf bloodline. I don't think Broadleaf's technically a leaf anymore.
He's got a son.
I gotta think about that.
Did you tell Carrick that Broadleaf made a deal with the god?
No, nobody's aware of that.
Oh, that's right. Yes, they are. I
You
told
Oh,
did
you.
you did tell about it. Yeah, you did talk about it. You'd have also heard that Broadleaf said he made a deal with a god named Tempest.
Do we know what the deal was for?
Yes.
Yeah, he explained that he basically just doesn't. When he dies, he just gets to come back.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
So basically, if he wants to come back on the right plane, just kill
Okay.
him on this plane and then push him
That
to
would
the portal.
suck.
For
At
sake
one
of
point, probably just.
for sake of future stuff, the thing with the carpet is not within the carpet's capabilities.
Okay.
But we can say that you do approach Broadleaf and say that, and you can have your sword out.
Remembering voices.
Yeah, remembering voices. From my perspective, you guys kind of started it. And you brought the deity of chaos who wanted to take over the world with you. So, what we call it even? Being as he got away with the book that I've been trying to protect from him for years.
I take a step closer and I say, you offered up your grandson as a sacrifice to a meatball with eyes.
Pretty metal.
Not my grandson, but the other ones. I didn't really care about them as much.
Aw. That's touching.
And it wasn't going to work. And he hasn't killed anybody because he's not very good at it.
The meatball or your grandson?
The meatball.
Testicles.
I hope my grandson's good at it. But he's a goblin now. That's slightly concerning.
Still good at it.
We'll just leave this as your last warning. And I walk away.
And he just watches you go.
Baby, come back.
Careless Whisper starts playing. So the two of you are heading to the loot room?
Chima's gonna be looking for another rapier.
Okay. As you guys are heading to the loot room, Thud is still paralyzed. And suddenly there's a flash of light. And then she is replaced with Toxin. Because Helm does Helm things. Toxin, you are in the center of a pyramid type room. There is blood everywhere. There is soot. There is electrical sparks.
And eyeballs.
There is a giant web in the corner.
Whale?
Nope, the whale's gone.
Oh.
The whale is gone. There's several bodies of people wearing black cloaks. There's a body of a drow elf without a shirt on. Just pants.
Covered in
Or a
white
kilt. I
sticky
think it was a
liquid.
kilt, wasn't it? Nope, this is Vizaz's body. You're still alive.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, it was a kilt.
Yep, kilt. There's the body of an old man. Well, not an old man. An old Goliath. With
In
a
party
beard,
clothes.
which is weird. Dressed in party type colors. There is a giant, lumpy looking thing in the corner of the room. And you see Samson, you see Cheem, you see a little naked goblin, and Carrick. And Builder and Annabella are there too.
Okay.
You know Annabella.
Yep.
You know Builder.
A little bit.
Little bit. So you know all those people.
Yes.
Granted, Annabella's player's not here at the moment, but that's the scenario you find yourself in.
What the hell happened here?
I know it looks a bit weird. I know this looks like a shitty joke. I promise you, it gets a bit worse.
Who's the little green fella?
We remember that. Remember Broadleaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of got punted into a goblin's body.
Well, that's strange. Doesn't look like broadleaf to me.
Well, it was a dwarf.
Well, yeah, he was a dwarf, but
So this is
then
not the first time?
actually this is
Third
like his
time.
fourth.
Sounds fun.
He keeps on
Samson
dying.
enters the room.
Samson has entered the chat.
I almost got eliminated by tinfoil outside. We also lost the breadsticks.
Oh no.
So, just pizza now. These
What's
were on the
wrong
ground. They're on the ground.
They're fine.
There's no sauce though.
What? You just threw them away?
Did you?
Well, no, there's a hole in the bottom of them.
No. I'll eat one.
Your fingers look slimy.
Thank you.
Can I go, like, inspect the bodies? See if
I need to go get my backpack. If I don't come back in,
Just to see what they are.
Look out for the
Okay.
tinfoil.
Valuable.
yeah, it hit your car, Wyatt. Bye.
The tin foil, the tin.
Maybe
yeah,
the sauce.
probably. I did poke on quickly because I didn't want to run over the tin.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna have to take a look at that. You searched the bodies last session, right?
yes, I took Saz's mayonnaise jar.
Yeah, you can see the bodies have been searched already.
Okay.
I want to finish what I was saying. He's seen death multiple times, and it's probably going to get even funnier since he now apparently can die even more often and come back.
I'll be right back. I got you. Come back.
What are you doing?
My skin is blowing all over the place.
Apparently to the guy that he just made a deal with, it's a punchline.
I don't even have my
I
bag.
made a deal with the god of Tempest. You can play on your phone. That's
I
good.
don't even have dice.
You can share my dice because I don't have dice either.
Your dice aren't lucky.
Well, my dice are lucky. These are no one's dice.
Oh.
Well, you can run home and get work.
No! Why would I do that?
Well, this is definitely done.
Oh, sorry.
Unless my mom stole it.
So Toxins entered the chat.
I'm going to play Lego Lord of the Rings.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Natural 7 Adventures. This has been a brief interruption. We had some technical difficulties with some breadsticks and pizza, but we're back!
We don't have a DM anymore, so
Everybody.
everybody add 10,000 free experience.
Yes.
Yes, everybody can level up a minimum of 3 levels and pick any spells you want in the time that the DM has come back. Ready, go.
This
Yeah,
is
man,
so
win.
detailed.
Roll initiative. A dragon enters the room. I'm Captain Hooking this dungeon.
My new name is Plorgan Plorban. I enjoy peanut butter and boiling things in oil.
Oh my god.
Look at how cool this is.
My
You
new
press the
name
button
is
on the back
Captain
and the
Cliff.
thing rotates.
The reason why I fall off
It's
cliffs.
so cool. Look, it's an old
Thank
man. Now he stole me.
And with the final blow, I deal 36 damage to the Tarask and avenge my fallen comrades.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Oh, Dylan, glad you could
Final
join
blow,
us.
I remurder the Trask and then kill
Yeah,
Bob.
that one was okay, but this whole box flew out of my hand.
Those breadsticks are fine.
Are they?
There's no dirt on them.
The sauce wasn't. I also don't have my backpack or dice or computer, but I have a DS with Lego Lord of the Rings.
Do you have a app with your character sheet?
I haven't
Just
logged
Google
in.
D&D Beyond on your phone.
Let's see. When's the last time I installed that?
While you were gone, Penny showed up.
Ooh. My phone's at 48%.
Figure out what you guys want.
Oh, it's not. I can't.
Okay, so
I
you
want-
guys
I want one of those.
conversations are good there.
I'm with Cheem in the loot room.
I think everybody's in the loot room.
I think I was always with Cheem in the loot room.
Entered.
Oh yeah, our brief altercation kind of ended with me segueing over to where they were looking at stuff.
Yes, Cheem just explained to Toxin the punchline that is Broadleaf's life.
Okay. Okay, so
Where are you guys headed?
To the loot room.
Hell.
No, we're in hell.
Yes. No, we're in metaphysical hell. We're not quite at hell.
I think we're trying to leave hell. No offense,
We're not
Carrot.
even in hell. What are you talking about?
Then why are you going to the loot room?
This is vacation in comparison.
Because we killed the meatball and I.
The D&D app on the thing doesn't show my caricature.
Go to
My account.
Got
Is this
some
D&D
loot
Beyond?
left for me?
We haven't
Oh,
looted
it's
it yet. We've been
DDB
too
reader.
busy bitching to each other.
What
Go
are you
to
waiting
your
for?
search engine. That's the App Store. I do it in the browser. Oh, there's an app too.
Ooh, download.
Then
I can play after all. I
Hot
also
singles
forgot
in my area
glasses.
want to meet.
Shut the I want to meet your hot singles.
We're already meeting.
We're not all single. Or all single.
Signal's the app.
Yeah. I know he's single. I don't know about you.
I'm single.
Hey.
How you
Bro, is
doing?
everyone eating pizza though?
How you doing?
Yeah, come on, Tom. Let's get some pizza.
Thomas, don't feel bad. I dropped the breadsticks in the dirt outside.
Version of pizza.
Who cares? Breadsticks
Oh,
are
yeah, it's
breadsticks
just
and
you.
they taste good.
I also got really frightened by a turkey on the way here
That
as well.
is sad. I'm gonna have to go make some mac and cheese later.
Get them carbs. Okay. Are you guys ready to enter the loot room?
Yes.
I need to remember my password.
That's right. Spell out your password out loud.
I don't know my password.
And then the 3 digits on the back.
Oh, I'm at there.
If you guys need one other pizza, you can put another one in. I got more.
I
Let's
think
see,
there's
show
Rise
it.
on this.
Okay. So, walking into the room in the corner with it's his collection room. You walk in, there's not a ton of stuff. There's a few things laying around. A lot of it's just supplies for his cult, for lack of a better term. Meats and cheeses, above material plane stuff. Stuff that's readily available on the material plane. Just hard to get in the Underdark. You see on the wall a large mirror, roughly a 3-foot oval, with kind of a gold frame, intricately carved gold frame. And there is also a bookshelf with just one book on it. And
Jima's gonna run over to the book and look at it.
okay, open it and make an intelligence check for me.
Can I look at myself in the mirror?
Let's see if I get done.
Sure.
What do I see?
Damn.
Okay, we'll get to that in just this.
Well, you can already figure out what my thing was by my reaction. Well, damn. I rolled poorly.
It's a book that is handwritten with leather binding in a language you don't understand.
It's a goblin.
You don't even recognize it.
It's a goblin.
Can I take a look at the book?
You can.
Yes.
You walk over to the mirror, Broadleaf, in your
Okay.
naked goblin form.
Oh, it's bigger than I remember.
These dice aren't funny. 2.
And you look in the mirror and you briefly see yourself, or
Wait a
a
minute.
goblin. And then it is replaced by a large floating face.
Dylan, something's wrong.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Since I have negatives in intelligence and wisdom.
That's because that's Sermph. It's not Samson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Kerm Flurm.
Something's wrong.
And it's basically just kind of like it's not a human face. It's just kind of a plain Jane mask
Like a
type
Shrek
face.
mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Just like the Shrek mirror.
She walks
over And,
and
just
kicks them.
It says, "Why aren't you a handsome fellow?"
Me?
Yes, you.
My mom always thought I was special.
You are quite special indeed. And
Thank you.
may I say, wonderful eyebrows.
Thanks. They're new.
Oh, like, what is this? Thanks, they're new.
Nothing
Like
like
this-
D&D flirting with your brother.
Yeah, ooh. See, I was in character.
It wasn't gross till Pete made it gross.
You just ruined the illusion.
Yep.
Is it a narcoleptic mirror?
No.
Goddamn 2-step verification.
Jima, after handing the book off to Samson.
Is there a book in front of this mirror, or is it
look
just the
into
mirror?
it? After mentioning, hey, is that kickstand down there?
To who?
Dude, Bradley.
What? I don't get it.
Kickstand, you're naked.
Ah!
Tripod.
Kickstand third leg.
So the book is near the mirror, but not in front of the mirror.
He's like,
It's just kind of along the same wall.
after handing out, he just goes to the next thing that he can look at. Since he can't, he's some reason got very dumb.
Okay. Did you make an intelligence check? I got your stats here. What did you get? A 2 plus 8?
What? You got a 26 in intelligence?
Wait, that's not a plus 8. That's a plus 4. It's a
That's
saving
a
throw, it's
saving.
plus 8. Yeah.
Wait. Wait, I rolled better than Storm?
No.
I had a 3 plus 5
You didn't.
intelligence.
James is smart.
You don't recognize the language either.
Amazing.
James the one that had the book, correct?
Cheem handed the book to Samson, who did not recognize the writing either. But the rest of the room that you're looking in,
I killed Zach.
you also see in the center of the room, on a pedestal, is a very large red gemstone. There is a collection of gold, there's a collection of platinum, and what looks like 3 different large potions. Yes, speak.
Before we touch anything, I need to see that book.
Okay.
Well, they're all-
Samson, do you hand him the book?
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
gonna look into the mirror.
Make an
I
intelligence
will
check.
cast.
Look over his
I will cast comprehend languages.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay. Unless you happen to speak Celestial, which I don't think you do.
Me?
Carrick.
That'd be cool, but
Okay, so how long does comprehend languages take?
it's ritual cast, so it takes about 10 minutes for me to get it gone.
Okay,
I believe I should be
the literal
good
meaning.
to comprehend anything in the book.
Written language you see, but touching the surface of sorts. 1 minute to read 1 page of text. Okay, so you go through and start reading the first page, and you determine it to be a business ledger kept by the beholder, detailing his transactions. It details his slave trade with the Illithid, and also that he has acquired silver and gold and trade for that. And the silver and gold is normally used for funding supplies for the cult, which you see in the room, in the barrels of material plane supplies, and also to fund the missions for the slavers on the material plane. And this just lists and lists and lists of transactions.
So you just basically found a war chief's den and accountant's ledger.
Yep. Not sure
Right.
why it's written in Celestial. You maybe feel that the beholder thought he was a bit uppity.
Yeah, so Meatball thought we couldn't read it. We can. It's basically just a ledger of everything that's been taken account of in this room. I would, all the same, I would still keep a lookout for traps or anything that could be tripped when searching through these items. So keep a lookout.
I would like to ask the mirror why it can talk.
June is also looking at the mirror now.
You said there was a red gem in the middle of the room?
Yes.
I want to walk up to that.
Okay. So in order of questions asked,
Suddenly,
suddenly you all die. Blaze of fire. No, I'm just kidding.
All of a sudden it brings you back to the Abu and Aladdin.
Yeah.
Abu, no! Infidels!
where's the pizza?
The mirror replies to the goblin. Well, I can talk because I'm enchanted to talk.
But
To fine fellows such as yourself.
what's your purpose?
To provide mental security and advice.
Are you bolted down?
Well, not one such as strong as you wouldn't be stopped by bolts.
Can I put... Do you want to come on adventures with me?
I'm not much for the adventuring type, but I can aid you in any conundrums that you may have with your appearance. I am a mirror, after all.
Samson comes over. I will put you in my room.
Aren't you a handsome fellow?
Why, thank you. I don't care.
Oh, you should care.
I'm putting the mirror in my bag of holding.
Can you fit a 3-foot mirror in the bag of holding?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question for you.
How big is the mouth on a bag of holding?
Probably not big enough. Big.
This could come in handy for like trading.
I got a handy hammersack.
Not
Is
that
that
big.
better?
Basically a backpack, isn't it?
The handy haversack is not that big. The bag of holding's bigger.
Holding's bigger, but I don't think you can take a mirror.
Make an
It's as
intelligence
wide as
check
it is.
on the gem in the middle.
Okay, Miri, how handsome am I looking?
You might possibly be the best looking man in all the land.
Hey!
Bullshit.
And you might be the best looking goblin.
I think he's lying.
Sam wants to
Bag
walk over.
holding has a diameter of roughly 2 feet.
Well, it is a 3-foot tall oval, but you could probably fit it in the sides. It's just going to be a little bit rough.
I
I'm
still
going
want
to
to
shove it
look
in the bag of holding.
I still want to look at it.
Yeah.
After Sam looks at it.
No, wait, no!
Tell me how I look. It's just getting shoved in. He's just going to walk
She's
over
like,
and look
"You're a
at
very handsome wizard."
it. He's just going to look
I
into
have
it.
more compliments!
He's going to walk over to it and ask, what's this about?
Well, as you can see, I'm a mirror, but one as intelligent as yourself already knew that.
My intelligence is fake.
Oh, don't say such things about yourself.
No, literally, I'm wearing a thing that modifies my intelligence.
It's not all fake. I know what's real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what yet, but this is going to come in handy.
Add it to your inventory
Can we hang it
as
up
a
in-
custom
Magic
item.
vanity.
It is the mirror of vanity. That's what it is. Because the beholder needed something to tell him he was the best.
Sam's
Oh,
going
so
to lean
it's an
over to
ego
Broadleaf.
It's an ego boost, and it might be completely and utterly lying, but it's an ego boost.
Sam's going to lean over to Broadleaf and say, can I hang that up in my shop?
Well, I'm pretty
Maybe.
sure I was a floating
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it
eyes, I
yet.
want compliments too.
Sam needs an ego boost more than anyone.
What'd you get on the intelligence check? 14. You gather it to be a ruby, a very large ruby. Well, you're not sure what it's worth.
Then I'll try and pick it up.
If no one else is going, I'd like to go look over at the potions and see what's going on there.
Okay. As you pick it up, nothing happens. It's just a standard ruby. Carrick, you go over and look at the potions, and just Builder and Annabella, you guys are here for this too. If you want to have input or say,
Hi,
in
Evan.
character, that's on you guys. Sorry, Pete, you don't have a character here because they all keep dying.
It's okay. Raul lasts like 2 sessions.
Wait, did Vizaz actually die?
I killed him.
Yeah, Samson ganked him.
He extinguished.
Samson
He extinguished the whole Vizaz
Oh, no.
bloodline.
No, hold on a minute. I knocked him out. Cheem pile drived him to death.
Drop the elbow on him.
He
And
dusted
don't
it
worry.
off and then dropped it on him.
Alcien Calvera is
Because he
still
tried to
going
side with
strong.
the evil person.
You were surprised that Broadleaf's grandpa was still alive, but that Vizaz, the clearly evil character, was dead?
Definitely not an evil character, but very much wronged in feeling an act of vengeance coming his way sooner rather than later. Which, in
Mid-fight,
retrospect, honestly, if you think about it, Storm, you had it coming a little bit.
yes, but mid-fight, Vizaz did tell Asirik he wants to work with him.
And he attacked me first. It was self-defense.
Vizaz was always meant to be just until we got out of the Underdark.
Bro.
No, just wait till you meet the new guy.
He's great.
He's actually good and
don't
has
tell me about
accurately
him.
diagnosed Win-Win's mental health.
I still think it's going to end up being mean to Sam.
No, he's actually worried about Sam currently.
Player in our group by the end of this campaign.
For a very wrong reason.
Okay. So you go over and look at the potions, Carrick. There's 3 potions.
Okay.
One of which is a swirling, silvery red potion.
That's not seasoning, that's dirt.
Okay.
The other is a vial of clear, gel-like liquid with silver shards floating in it. swirling.
What was the second one again? I'm sorry.
A clear vial with a kind of a gel-like gel-like texture, but it's got silvery shards in it. And the third one is a vial with a scorpion's tail, a snake of a fang, a dead spider.
Fang of a snake.
Yep.
Wait, in a bottle?
Yep.
It's just.
I'm guessing that's the bad
Is
one.
it clearly alcoholic?
There's liquid in there. And, bye Evan,
What part of a spider?
a dead spider. Like a whole ass dead spider. Not an ass spider. That's a different thing.
I hate ass spiders.
Hang on, I gotta make a couple of notes for next campaign.
An ass spider?
Ass spider, but this is a spider.
Just a dummy thick spider that you could hear coming.
It walks with a noise.
That sounds more horrific than what I was thinking.
It's been a fun evening.
You're in the distance, you can hear some massive clapping sound. Suddenly, you see a spider with a fine, massive ass.
Fine.
Did you say I was a ruby?
Bitch, it's about the size of a Hot Wheels car.
Yes, a ruby.
Can I add that to my...
Yep. And also, in addition to the spider, a small, still beating heart in the vial.
It's a Dooster.
Easter.
Man, Evan just missed the ass spider.
This is my laboratory.
Evan,
Evan, you missed the ass spider. He came clapping his way through.
Don't ask. We have active imaginations, apparently.
It's about the size of a Hot Wheels car.
You got those three things?
Yeah.
I feel like that one's more important
Is
than the
there
others.
a way for me to analyze them, or do I have to bring them to a specialist?
I have a wizard.
You can taste or smell them
There's also
without drinking them.
There's also a magic man.
As per the DM's handbook, or the Dungeon Master's Guide, you can taste them without drinking them to determine what they are.
The one with all the stuff.
Feels like a trap, but okay.
Poison.
I will start with the silvery red potion.
Okay? So you take a sip.
I'll pop the cork and
It tastes like big red gum, very cinnamony, which is the flavor of healing potions in our world, and you gather it to be a supreme healing potion.
What?
Where's the logo?
That's the purple one.
Yeah. Very rare.
It's like 68.
The next one tastes like round up bones.
okay, the clear vial with the silver shards.
You taste it, and slice your tongue on it, and you gather it's not something that you're supposed to drink.
Yeah.
It's a oil of sharpness.
Noted.
For those of you that are unaware, that is a oil that you can coat a weapon with, and for the next hour, I think it's a +3 to damage.
Hey, let's play a joke.
I thought it made it better to hit.
Oil in a.
It might be a
pool of
+3 to hit
water.
too.
You have a good emoji story.
I thought it was gonna make my tongue super.
I
sharp.
don't even. I have it.
Your insults are just cutting
Yeah.
now.
So, like, hey, let's play a joke, and somebody pours the oil of sharpness in water and pushes someone in.
I send 20 pictures to my friends.
Let me see if I can find that real quick.
At like 3 a.m. We always
It's
joke
on
like
D&D
that.
Beyond. It's on everywhere.
Send one of
It's
you
just
standing
finding the
outside the
exact.
window, you know,
If you want the exact information, I can send it to you.
we're cool like that. You know?
We're cool like that. Stop making noise.
I'm also his dad.
The third one, whenever you're ready.
That's good.
I am ready.
The third one with all the dead things in it and the still beating heart. You take a sip, and
die.
it's really bad. I mean, it tastes almost horrible. Kind of irony, with a little sour tang to it. So it's like sour with iron. Doesn't really make sense.
I don't know why I did this.
So it is it's a potion of longevity. I did a random roll, guys. Got some weird stuff.
What the hell is that?
So this potion, which is very rare, when you drink it, your physical age is reduced by 1d6 plus 6.
When would that have been handy?
So you can actually make yourself younger with this potion.
Perfect.
Yeah. But no younger than 13. That's the cap.
It's supposed to be a Lego character.
Well, I'm significantly old, so I can deal with a couple of years here and there.
Okay. Yeah, and if you want to write down the stats for the Supreme Healing Potion, that's 10d4 plus 20.
That's amazing.
Holy!
Yes!
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's like an average of 40.
You can come back to from the verge of death.
It's a big one.
You said it was 10d4 plus what?
Plus 20.
You use that when there's a beacon of hope going.
If we ever get a character that does do that again.
Okay.
I feel like Zai could do that.
And the oil of sharpness was plus 3 to attack?
Yep, for an hour. You can coat one weapon, a slashing or piercing weapon, or up to 5 pieces of slashing or piercing ammo. And it takes a minute to apply, but for the next hour, the coated item is magical and has plus 3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Plus 3?
Watch me Lego movie with me. Not right now.
For 1 hour?
Yep. And it's in the Dungeon Master's Guide as well. Okay. So those are the 3 potions. There's also a scroll and a gray cloth bag.
Can I look at the scroll?
What's in the bag, old man?
Jim's gonna go over to
Take a look
the
at that
cloth
scroll,
bag
too.
I want to see the scroll.
and look at it.
Okay, while Carrick was investigating the potions, Samson's going to check out the scroll, and Cheem's going to check out the bag. I gotta look something up real quick.
That's insensitive.
It doesn't matter. Oh.
My Wi-Fi.
My ears are ringing.
I'm sure they are.
Mother.
Father, help.
Hey,
My
Dad.
boy!
Hey there, Dad. Why don't you acknowledge me, Dad?
Okay, I need to do a roll because I forgot to actually pick this one out because I got distracted.
Just random loot with no plot points.
Dad.
Yep.
Do I have to roll anything to investigate?
Nope.
them?
So it's 1, 2, plus 1, 2, plus 3 is 5. So the 5th one on the list is
This game already sucks.
okay. The spell. Is it in your class? It is a wizard spell. So you can read this spell. It is a 6th level spell scroll, Samson,
Okay.
that is called Circle of Death.
That's a cool one.
Huh?
That's the name of the spell, Circle of Death.
I can take it.
It is from the School of Necromancy. It's a necrotic spell.
But I could learn it.
You can learn it. It's a wizard spell. You just gotta decide how you feel about necromancy. A sphere of negative energy ripples out in a 60-foot radius from a point within range. Each creature in that area must make a Constitution saving throw. A target takes 8d6 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. That is the spell.
It's a big depression circle.
It
That's
does
cool.
cost 500 gold per cast, though, because you need powder of a crushed black pearl.
Per?
I'm gonna sell it.
You're gonna sell the scroll?
No. I'm gonna save that just in case. But 500 gold
You can
pieces,
learn the
that is
spell.
So
that
with
is a in case.
yeah, so with this spell, okay, as it's a scroll, you can just cast it one time, but you need to roll for it if you can't cast 6 level spells, I think, right?
Couldn't I write it down too or no?
Or you can learn it is the other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which to learn the spell, because you're a wizard, writing it down materials, that costs 50 gold per level. It'll cost you 300 gold just to learn it, but you have the scrolls. You can write it down and learn it. once you can cast 6th level spells, then you can cast it. You just need components because this one does take
Isn't that
physical components.
Is it worse or better than Fireball?
It's 8d6 in a 60-foot radius sphere, so it's a 120-foot circle.
So it's different.
A lot different. Fireball is a 20-foot circle, my friend, or a 40-foot circle.
You can kill 2 PCs at once.
Yeah.
Oh, look
You
at
can
group
kill.
of goblins
You
are
can
trying
kill
to
both
me.
of his asses.
Look at that! A group of goblins
Forget
are trying
their
to
last
attack me.
So add that to your inventory. A spell scroll of Circle of Death.
I gotta figure out how to add.
And you
stuff
can
on the
cast it
phone.
from 150 feet away.
How do I add things on the phone?
That's still gonna be pretty.
I can add it for you. I guess.
How many
Oh
levels?
wait, manage inventory. I found it. Don't worry about it.
What
What'd you
level do
say,
have to be to
Thomas?
cast?
Is there a ceiling to that spell?
Like, can you upcast it? Or like height-wise?
If you're flying and they cast it, are you screwed if you're within the
Is it a
circle,
sphere or a
is
circle?
it like
It's a
dome situation?
sphere.
It doesn't
So-
exist.
You're gonna have to custom item it. It is It's a sphere with a 60-foot radius. So you pick a point that's up to 150 feet away from you, and point it, and then it makes a 60-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
So it creates essentially a 120-foot sphere, but it's 100. The center of it's 150 feet away from you, at farthest. Now you can
It
cast
should
it.
be Sphere of Death.
Yeah, it should be because it says sphere like 3 times.
Oh,
But
I put circle.
the name of the spell is Circle of Death.
Well, it is just an infinite amount of circles that are constantly tilting.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say it would be really cool if someone that knew how to fly could like fly above it and just kind of watch it happen.
You could if you were higher than 60 feet.
It is a warlock spell
Slow.
as well.
Slow motion scene of Carrick just like carpet bombing an area.
Okay, China's investigating the bag.
You got AC/DC going off in the background.
No, Mr. Blue Sky.
That's better.
Oh my god.
I think it's got to be some form of classical music. Which one is it that has the literal cannons going off in the background?
1812 Overture. Although, Ride of the Valkyries, while nuking things while I'm flying, classic.
No.
These two
So, you pick up the bag, and it's kind of a just gray cloth, and it appears empty.
Stick your head in it.
Yeah, stick your head in it. Do it.
Lick it.
You won't.
It's not a big bag. You can't fit your. It's like
Which head?
just a smidge bigger than this.
All right,
Okay.
hand.
But you can reach in it.
Yeah, China's just gonna.
Okay, so you reach into the bag, you hit the
Disappear.
bottom, and you feel a small fuzzy thing, like a little fuzzy ball.
China's gonna grab it.
Okay, and you pull it out, and you're holding this small fuzzy ball.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Eat it.
It's kind of like hairy fuzzy. I mean, not like tennis ball fuzzy. Like this thing's like hair, like fur.
Eat it.
Eat it.
It's a dust bunny.
China's
Eat
gonna
it.
investigate it.
Eat it.
Don't do it.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
We all.
21.
Chim, if you're gonna throw up, you probably don't want to do it in your hand.
You gather that it's a magical item, obviously. This is fur of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
and it needs another step to activate it.
Lick it.
Eat.
Lick it.
Eat it.
That's how the
Eat
stones
it.
work. Gotta lick it.
Eat it. Put it in your mouth.
Think of gremlins.
Smack
Don't
it.
Eat it.
do it.
Smack it on your forehead.
Okay, I actually want to know in the cat in
Do you have detect magic?
are people actually saying this to Chim? Eat it, lick it,
Yes.
in
Ghost
character.
of-
in
Ghost
character.
of the
No, these are
Sass.
no. This is us just holding our fingers up to the earrings and making you think that you're just
Yeah.
hearing people say it. Since you kept annoying us with cheese.
My experience with magic items, James, is that you have to lick them to make them work.
That's not how they work.
Chim is gonna just touch it with his with
Yeah, sure.
Who are
Chim
you
is gonna touch
Who are
it.
you to say how magic works?
Touch it or squeeze
The
it.
magician.
Okay, nothing happens.
That's a good point.
Squeeze the fuzzy ball.
In disgust, you toss it.
Cough. Cough.
This is stupid.
And just
Okay.
puts it on the ground. Just throws it. See if that does anything.
Okay. Can I
Jack
have you
comes
roll a
out.
d8 for me?
Table!
Oh,
Yep.
God. How far am I away from this? I'm away from
I
this,
don't
right?
remember what the D8 looks like.
I love tables.
This
That's what
kills
the
us.
D8
I
looks
will
like.
personally get
3.
in contact with my
3. So you throw the fuzzy ball, and upon landing, it turns into a badger.
Bite his ankles and points to Bradley.
Why would you give him a pet?
Okay, so he runs over to Broadleaf,
Wait,
make an attack roll.
as a reaction, can I lift him up?
The badger?
No, team. No, not team. Broadleaf, yeah, Broadleaf.
That's definitely gonna miss. A 3. Plus whatever Badger's thing is.
It like bites off to the side.
It bites its tongue.
And then Sam will pick up
You
Broadleaf.
need to look up the stats for a badger.
No, I have it here. It doesn't even have an attack, I think.
Is this a summon beast? Or is it a conjure?
Oh, it does have a bite attack. So that's a 5 to hit. It doesn't hit. You can see it doesn't really want to bite Broadleaf because it's actually friendly to you and your companion.
It runs up to Broadleaf
As
and then looks
per
back
written.
at you.
It's like, do I have to?
Oh, alright, just come here.
Broadleaf won't
Why
send
did
my-
you tell it to bite me?
Runs over to you. And
Broadleaf, just
I
in
want to
case
see
he
if
does it
there's an
again.
ankle biter.
Broadleaf, just in case he does it again, you want to ride my hood?
I don't think
he's
I'll
fully naked right now.
Yeah, just as long as he doesn't stick his dick in my ear, I'm fine.
Make sure his kickstands out of the way.
I
It's
can
a good
walk.
thing we're not popular.
I can
If
walk
there was
for a
ever
while.
fan art. If we had fan art, it's just not. It's just not.
So we've got Broadleaf gargling gallons of mayonnaise on the request list.
No.
Now, Goblin Broadleaf just doing a little.
In Sam's ear.
In Sam's ear.
And Sam would have to have the most annoyed and pissed off expression.
Okay.
Not of like just general resignation, like, yep, this is happening. This is life.
So you can add to your inventory. It's called a gray bag of tricks.
Gray bag of tricks.
Yes, and actually you can do that up to 3 times a day, but each dawn the creatures disappear, or when they die. You can command them with your bonus action, and what action they can take on their next turn. So they can actually fight, and
Is
you
it
can
a
the
custom item?
nope gray bag of tricks.
Can
Why
they take-
I not find
Gray.
Can they
bag
take
of
the
tricks.
help action?
I don't think I can do the help action. And the creatures that it can turn into, or that you can get a weasel, a giant rat, a badger, a boar, a panther, a giant badger, a dire wolf, or a giant elk.
She gets all the fun, stupid shit.
Yeah. Gray bag of tricks.
I didn't have it.
And that is it for loot, except for the gold and the platinum.
Make a hunting reserve and let Sam go in there and spend 500 gold to get the most exotic meats.
500 gold. You could just.
Who's keeping track of the party fund, or how do you guys want to separate gold? There's
Samson's in
1,000 gold
charge.
pieces
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in charge of the party fund.
and 700 platinum.
How many is there of us?
9.
Let me open up my Google Docs. Actually, let me reinstall my Google Docs because it undownloaded.
Okay.
She gets all this stupid shit for some reason. Where's the idol?
Okay.
Google Docs is downloading. You gotta give it a moment. It's halfway.
How much money
I'm
do
not
I
gonna
owe
do.
the Mr. Shopkeeper potion maker for the glaive? Do we remember how much it total costed?
I have no notes on that.
Yeah, you did. You wrote it down in your calendar.
Let me check again then.
You should refund it since you can't use it now.
Well, I'm gonna die someday.
And then come back again.
Hopefully, it's a large or medium creature.
Okay. I sent you the info, Sam.
Yeah.
Samson. Yeah, so that is it for the loot for the Beholder. Anything else you guys would like to do before you head out and arrive in the material plane?
Tell Broadleaf he could ride in my hood, just be careful where his wang goes.
I can walk. I'm faster now.
Just be careful with the pendulum that is his schlong.
I don't know yet.
I'm gonna fashion a loincloth out of a string and a small piece of fabric.
Do I have...
It hangs lower.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do I have...
There's technically 6 of you there. So if you split it, you know, if you put some in the party fund or however you guys want to do it. Annabella, Builder, any input on the gold dispersion?
We could split it 8 ways and put 2 shares in the party fund.
Okay. Can you split 1,000 8 ways?
Yes, the DM can. Broadleaf doesn't do math. It'd probably be something like... What?
125?
125? No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 125 gold pieces each.
And 250 to the party fund.
And then the platinum there's 700 platinum, so that could be 100 platinum each. And that'd be 1 share to the party fund.
How much is the share to the
Annabella
party
and Builder, are you guys not taking any money?
Gold doesn't do much in the Underdark.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't think we have a whole lot of stuff to do with it, so...
So do you want to just dump your shares in the party fund for ease of math?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Sure.
Okay. So that's 125 plus 125 is 150. So that's 300 gold pieces to the party fund.
I have to do math of my own. 1, 2, 0, 4.
How much platinum was that each?
So how much was it?
Each. 300 gold pieces to the party fund.
Okay, so now it's 1504.
And 300 platinum to the party fund.
300 platinum, got it.
We're like pimps now.
No, not 300 platinum.
100 platinum.
Because there's
Yeah.
7 shares.
Yeah, 300.
Yeah, 300, because there's only 4 of you that are leaving the Underdark. Oh, the music shut off a long time ago.
I was wondering why it was different.
I'm going to go back to the bathroom.
Damn.
They're making brownies?
Did you expect anything less?
Hey, don't touch my crappy Lego game. What is that noise?
Bathroom.
I thought that was like the music. I was like, did you just turn on radio silence?
It sounded like the music.
That's Broadleaf's head. The noise escaped.
Yeah.
Where did Thomas go?
Bathroom break.
What the hell are you doing? I'm taking up.
Okay, so are you guys heading to the material? You're heading out the door that you guys unlocked
Yep.
last session. with
Going to the
doors.
door.
I'm taking Bob.
You taking Bob's corpse?
Yeah, because I don't feel right leaving him.
Did you
corpses
take?
do
Did
you
you
have
take
now?
his spell book?
I have
2 corpses.
I'm building a collection. What can I say?
Necromancy is right up your alley.
He's just got a necromancer spell.
Yeah. Instead of 500 gold, will you take my dead brother with no organs? What?
The organs are the valuable part.
Okay.
No, Tristan,
So-
there's just some meat you could scrape off of there.
The 4 of you. Yeah, there's only 4. 5.
Diana Glorious
Carrick's here
Blaze.
somewhere. We need to remember Carrick gets... Carrick, yeah, that way.
Wait, do I have to add anything to my thing?
125 gold pieces and 100 platinum. Carrick, you have money.
I gotta figure it out.
Carrick!
It's weird on the phone.
Carrick, roll initiative.
No, I'm just kidding.
Escalated quickly.
Alright, how much was it again? I already forgot.
125 gold pieces, Carrick and Samson.
Yeah.
And 100 platinum.
I thought you were yelling at Storm that way. I was like, be nice. He's right here.
How much platinum?
2,000.
100. You guys are quite wealthy.
Yeah, I'm almost over weight capacity.
I can run away with the party fund and no one
How
can
much
stop
gold
me.
pieces? 150?
125.
Potion seller.
Okay.
Yeah, last time I gained income, I had to convert it out because I was overweight.
I think you're the only one that pays attention to coin weight.
No, D&D Beyond does it automatically.
Oh, I have it turned off.
Turn it on.
But it's in my bag of holding.
It's in your bag of holding, that's fine, but we do count coins against encumbrance.
Okay.
He actually opened a bank account.
I did.
Is there an interest?
And, okay.
Yes.
I am actually considering... It would be a way to make it so you have your coin with you always, even if it's in the bank. But like pocket dimensions are a thing, right? What if when you signed up for your bank account, you got a card that accessed a pocket dimension where you could reach in and pull your coin out of your specific vault?
Are we creating ATMs in D&D?
More or less credit cards, debit cards.
Okay.
The bankers have been working on this in Colfax. It's still in here.
How much did I give
And then
them?
they devise a system so you can make purchases like with other people's money when you don't quite have enough in there, but you got to pay it back at the end of the month. And
Yeah, they're working on it.
Then those contract deities can come after you. The ones that just hit and do a lot of damage and no rolling happens. What are those called? Pete knows what I'm talking about.
What?
They're like robots that if you don't obey a contract, they come after you.
Oh, the Modrons.
Yeah, those.
Oh my gosh.
They're terrifying.
They harness the Modrons.
I don't know what that is, but I don't want to find out.
Otherwise, you just reach in the pocket dimension and try and grab money that isn't there, and then they come yank you through and tell you to pay up.
A hand goes through and actually touches one of the workers' legs.
So to describe Modrons, they are literally dice. They're in the shape of a D4, a D6, D8, a D10, and a D20. And they can follow a set number of tasks based on their hierarchy.
They're terrifying.
They're awesome. The Martian of Modrons is awesome.
That's so meta that the monsters are literally dice.
It is 100% like early D&D. Like, we don't have figures, so dice are monsters now.
Here they are. Haha.
Those are the machines that make you follow contracts, right?
Yes, if you break contracts, you can get Modron sicked on you.
They come from the plane of law, so you got to keep that law, man.
So, and I think they just hit.
They just,
Anyway.
Stepping through the door.
They just suffocate you dice.
You guys step through the door. And you find yourself without an Evan.
And and I have an old man and my brother and in a sack.
She's gonna reach in the pouch and throw out the fur ball.
Okay.
You mean they told Isabella?
Yeah, Annabella and Bill are staying. I just meant Evan because he's
Hi, Evan!
So you guys step out.
I have giant elk.
And there's a giant elk following you suddenly. That might be more annoying than anything.
Jimin's gonna get on the giant elk.
Get off
Have
your
it
high
follow the
elk.
group.
And you find yourself in a room with wood on all the sides. And taking a deep breath, you smell... It doesn't smell musty. It doesn't smell like dirt. It doesn't smell like rock. It smells like wood. Which is a sigh of relief for you guys. It's been a couple of weeks since you've been in the Underdark.
Okay. Fur ball too early.
Is it burning wood or is it just wood?
Just fresh cut wood.
Kind of
I
wood.
never retracted.
Make an
that
intelligence
either.
check.
Those are the ones I'm bad at.
I want to do that too.
Door.
Which one's a D20?
The room is empty,
Hiding
except for a door on the far end.
3!
3, it's wood.
I got a 15 plus 4.
I like to walk up.
Yes, this is wood.
Okay.
It's black walnut.
I'm trying to remember where I sent you. You step out the door and make a history check. Because I think you actually have been there. It is a kind of it's a combination of oak and pine. The building.
The smell of poke wood.
Poke. It's 2 different types of wood, not one wood mix, but okay.
Poke wood.
That would be a 6.
Yeah, you don't remember this part of this
yes,
town or this part of town, but you step out into the street, and behind you, it's just kind of a unassuming building. It's not labeled. It kind of looks just like a house. But you guys step out and find yourself on a kind of a moderately busy street, and there's people around, humans, elves, half-elves, dwarves, gnomes. Make a history check.
I'm gonna grab a passerby.
Where are we?
Where are we?
No.
Oh, the goblins had left!
Where are we?
Why are you naked?
I only got
I don't have
6.
any clothes to fit.
You're in Forecrest.
I'm asking you questions.
I'm answering them.
Where are we?
Forecrest.
I actually lost it.
In
Where
the
is
land
it?
of Vale.
Where's that? I don't have my map.
It's in the land of Vale.
I lost my map. Like the
Where's
third
Rachel?
I don't have mine
You
here.
guys
It's
all
my,
lost
it's-
your map.
For-
No, I have mine. It's in my backpack, but my backpack's at home, or my mom stole it.
Forecrest?
Vorcrest.
Vorcrest.
It's by the sea on the eastern side, western side of Vale.
Get your
You're lucky I don't have my compass.
Wait, by
History check on where that is.
But you rolled a history check.
I rolled a history check, but I also rolled very poorly. But now I have more context.
Sure, make another history check. What did you roll, Samson?
It was 12, but I put it down and changed to 10.
Okay.
So, can I just take the first one?
I just want to roll something higher than fucking 10.
About time you guys are rolling poorly.
Let's see here.
You know Vorcrest is in Vale because he just said it's in Vale. It's also on the west side of Vale. It's kind of a port side town. You can smell the sea air.
I think I know what this is. I think I'm house.
It's 16
No, you're
fully.
down by Dockington.
Damn.
It's 16 fully.
16?
Fully, yeah.
Yeah, it's same thing. You know you're on the material plane. You know you're in the land of Vale. You know you're on the western side of Vale, opposite of Colfax. Toxin, after hearing Vorcrest, I think was it Vorcrest or Dockington where you went with Herm?
I think it was Dockington.
It was Dockington because it was on the south. Yeah.
What's the city we came from?
Which one?
The one where Mr. Man is. The one I work for.
Mr. Man? Come on. You're cheating, man. Pulling up the map.
I just can't read, though.
Vorcrest is right here.
So Honeywood is nearby? Is that the one where Mr. Man works?
Who's Mr. Man?
The enchanter?
Seth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Honeywood. Right here.
How far are we from Honeywood?
About a week's travel.
Thank you. You've been very helpful.
What a bull.
Your current base of operations is in Colfax.
I want to go to
where's
Honeywood.
that? Oh, it's
All
way
the way
up there.
across the country.
I have business in Honeywood.
And the day you come out... Well, you don't know. Nobody's asked, so whatever.
What year is it?
What's the date? I've kind of been... I'm lost.
Today is, it's the 9th day of the 4th month of the year 1209.
Samson, when was it when we left?
History check?
Yeah, history check.
So Broadleaf is recreating the first scene from Terminator, where he runs out naked.
15 plus 4.
Yes.
What day is it?
Where am I?
Wednesday?
15 plus 4.
15 plus 4? You remember when you left... Let me go back to where that was.
A week younger than you guys. Same with Toxin.
Toxin's like a child.
Where did I find... I wrote that down. Where did you guys leave?
It was a while ago.
It was the...
Got you a night for Columbus.
You left on the...
Woo!
Whoa. You left on
That is
the
awesome.
13th
That's
day.
the first thing I ever got when I went to Renfest a long time ago. I think I was like 16.
Dude,
they had this
I love
thing,
that place.
I was sitting up against the wall. I was like, here, you can have it for $120. I was like, sold.
You left on the 13th day of the 10th month
What month did he
in
say
the
it
year
was?
1208.
What month
It's
did he
been
say
a
it
year.
was?
It's the 9th
it's been
day
like 5
of the
months.
4th month in the year 1209.
Wait,
So 12 months in a year?
11 months in a year.
Why?
Because fantasy calendar.
How many?
Sam is just gonna...
1, 2, 3. 7 months.
No.
It's been 5.
Yes. It's been 7 months.
It's been 5 months.
What was the day it was that I remember we left?
The 13th day of the 10th month.
The 10th month. You
Sam's
said
just
the
gonna
8th.
shockingly just go... I don't know. he's just gonna walk up to the guy and just go, Can you say that again? It almost sounded like you said it was that it was 12:09.
Yes, it's just 12:09. It's been 12:09 for 4 months.
It's lunchtime.
No, it's early morning.
You said it's 12:09.
That's the year?
Brad?
Yeah?
We went into the Underdark in the year 1208 on the 13th day of
10th month.
The 10th month.
Didn't you hear, Grandpa?
Yes, but we've been away for a year.
No, not quite.
It's been 5 months.
Basically a year.
It's been 5 months.
How long were we down there?
Half a year.
No. Down there. Down there.
3 weeks.
Oh, so...
Closer to 2, but yeah.
2 weeks.
All this thinking's making my head hurt.
That's neat.
Wait, this means if we went back to the portal, we could catch the builder and Annabella just slowly walking out the door. Or they've already walked out.
They've been gone for a day.
Damn.
Give or take.
So we should go to Honeywood, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
probably.
first, Broadleaf, I vote we go get you a pair of clothes.
But... Okay.
He's gonna take Broad off to go find a
I'm
clothes
gonna
shop.
hold his 2 fingers.
Okay. Naked, deep voice little
Jim is
brother.
gonna
Well,
explore
you
the
can't tell
town.
this is
Your
Rod.
fingers are ridiculous.
Jim is gonna explore. I can't remember the town name.
Uncle?
Vorcrest.
Vorcrest.
Okay. I didn't expect you guys to like take your time, but okay.
I figured you had like shops and stuff ready for
I got
us.
nothing in Vorcrest because I didn't have time.
Since
Well, now you got a clothes shop.
Since he's clothes shopping,
Yeah.
why not look through the town?
I can just tie my pants around my waist.
Okay. I'm gonna do a thing here as a DM because we have 3 other people that want to play too.
Yeah. We could just...
So you guys can spend like a week in Vorcrest dicking around, if you want, or we can, for brevity's sake, say you at least find clothes,
I was gonna say brevity.
and then you go to Honeywood.
Jim found a bar. That's it.
Yep, you find a bar. You get your glaive from Seth. I believe it was 1,300 gold
I
pieces left.
forget if it was a +1 or a +2. We'll split the difference. Say it was +3.
It was a +1.5.
And Sam can say hello and find
It was probably a
out.
plus.
It was either a +1 of warning or a +2 is what I remember negotiating for.
I gotta look through my notes, and hopefully I have that somewhere.
Also, could Sam have quickly talked to Seth and find out where everyone else is going?
Yeah, Seth would inform you that you had gone to. They had all gone to Colfax looking for you, the party, for all of you. And Seth is gonna be very surprised to see you guys. He's gonna be so happy you guys are back. Toxin.
I think it had to make me a ring of. Oh shoot! Seth, make me
A ring of money.
no.
A ring of money.
I want the effects of money. No, I want the effects of more money, and more money. Don't worry, they stack.
Where is that particular city's information?
Chunks are loading.
Chunks.
Yeah, you know, have you played the hit game Minecraft that came out in 2010?
We'll get there. We'll get there. I just wish I knew what I had here. I don't think I have
Have you played the
what
hit
I want to
game?
have.
Ring of protection, I think.
Ring of protection.
Yes.
Okay.
Check
Do you
it out.
remember if you paid for it in full, or if it still need to be paid for?
I think I paid.
That's a nice jacket.
This is
Okay.
nicer.
It's done.
I
That's a
figured
pimp
I was
to
gonna
know.
also
Oh,
leave
yeah.
my.
I mean, I kind of want to ask
Now I'm gonna play 3DS
Seth.
games on
Seth.
my Game Boy.
to enchant one of the rapiers.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell him to surprise me.
Okay.
It twinkles.
Okay, let me write that down.
It just says Game
You're
Boy.
probably not going to get it before you guys go to the Underdark.
Yeah.
Or to the airplane.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I gave Seth my cloak of protection for the.
Chocolate rain.
Okay.
I fall back down and then
Okay.
go back up
Anyway.
again. Chocolate
Seth,
It's beautiful. You should look it up on YouTube.
Enchant.
Just to search for chocolate rain.
right here.
Actually, I'm gonna search it a
Surprise.
little bit.
For Cheem. Okay, so you guys go to Honeywood, and from there you remember you have these things called gate stones that will take you back to your home, because otherwise you wouldn't ever remember. And actually, everybody has one. Surprise! So you guys gate stone back to your hideout, and I don't remember your character's name, Keith. So you guys are home in your hideout, and I can't get my music to play on repeat for nothing tonight, so just deal with it.
I can provide, it just won't be very good. I can play Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
Yes.
So you guys arrive back at the house you built in Colfax, the tunnel. Carrick, have you been in? Yeah, you were there. Everybody's been to this place who has gate stones, right?
We're children.
So that's Carrick, Toxin, Cheem, Samson, Naked Broadleaf. Who has clothes now? Goblin Broadleaf. Okay? So, you guys are back in your hideout. What are you guys talking about cheating for?
You still looking at?
Okay, I don't know what you guys. You guys are always talking about something goofy in chat.
We're just trying to keep Evan from going to sleep.
Yes, Evan, no sleep. I know you joined us. You haven't said a word.
Read the small description under platinum.
I gotta wake up at 3:30.
I know I typed that and sent it to Storm. What'd you say, Evan?
Don't go to sleep.
I didn't pay attention.
I'm gonna wake up at 3:30 tomorrow for another 13-hour shift, and those kind of sucks.
Oh, gross.
That sucks a
13-hour
lot.
shift?
Yeah.
Okay.
The heck, man?
Well,
You're
we
not
can.
cranking out 13-hour shifts 5 days a week, 6 days a week? Come on.
Let me look if they get 8 out of me.
So if you do have to go, we can say that Zai and Win-Win are still palling about Colfax. Because Win-Win's not present.
That sounds like a plan.
But I appreciate you giving us what time you could, even though you literally did nothing.
Yep, I'm aware.
I hope you had fun.
Thanks for showing up.
I showed up, listened, cracked a couple jokes, chatted with guys in the text chat, and now I'm leaving.
Okay. Hopefully next
Good night,
session you
everybody.
can give us more than an hour.
See you later, man.
Yeah, it should be better next time.
Okay. Well, Brilliant, I'll see you Sunday.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not.
So, these guys are over here laughing about the abbreviation for platinum pieces. And they're losing their mind. Because it's PP.
No!
I'm so
No!
tired. I'm tired.
1 PP equals 50 gold.
Over 2 PPs.
What, you can't handle the PB? It takes a man to be able to handle the PB. I've got my hands in quite a bit of PP over the years.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The key is you gotta bite it to make sure that it's real PP and not fake PP.
Okay.
Okay.
Back in our
There it is. So, you guys are in your home.
I'm gonna see Jackson and ask where's Jack.
Yeah, nobody's told Toxin that Jack died.
Oh, Jack's dead.
Oh yeah, Jack's dead.
Well,
You sound so cheerful.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking.
you say that's a good thing.
It's not a good thing. It's really upsetting.
Broadleaf cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
There was a very hellish demon that had his skull on his back.
How'd he die?
He was punched in the chest by a worm. Really hard.
It sounds more manly than you think. It was a 20... How big was it?
It was a 40. It was like a 50-foot worm. It was a bit.
It was a 50-foot worm.
From poison to blood ratio, he's more poison than blood.
What time of day is it at the moment?
It's currently day o'clock.
Hold up. I gotta add time here. Because it's been
I'm a child.
So it's been about a week. The date's changing now. I have to deal with the date because the date matters now. So you guys traveled from Vorcrest to Honeywood. I'm gonna say that took a week and a half or a week. We'll say a week, and then you instaported to there. So it is currently the 15th day.
Thank you.
Of the 4th month. Okay, so we got to cut to Raoul and Thompson.
He's not here.
Yep, but so we're gonna cut to. Why do you got to do this to me, Keaton? Nivitash, Nivitash, Navitish, Nivitash,
Nevitash.
Nevitash. You are kind of on your spirit journey in the mountains of Colfax, searching for a sign. When suddenly, your meditation gets interrupted by what appears to be a giant blue whale falling from the sky and landing in the mountains of Colfax.
Oh no. No. Do your best whale now.
Splat.
Is he dead?
Yes. The whale is decidedly dead.
They exploded.
Still dying.
Poor Bob.
I'm still dying over.
You hear the crash.
Yeah.
But dead whales explode.
Well, I must say, if that isn't a sign of something, I really don't know what it would be. Quite a large sign, if I had to say so for myself.
Can I have you make a nature check for me
Absolutely.
upon inspecting the whale?
To see if they fall out of the sky naturally?
No, he knows that. They don't do that.
Okay, because I was about to say, I don't think you need a nature check for that.
No, to decipher the sign.
24.
24. Hot dang. Somebody's already rolling hot. You come to the conclusion
You started.
that this is definitely a sign. And judging by the way the splatter pattern is, you believe that the location of the eyeball, according to the splatter pattern, lines up with a specific spot within the mountains of Colfax. So you begin to make your way there. And we'll check back in with you in a little bit.
All right.
I don't have a specific day for what day this happened, but okay. Raoul and Thompson.
Hi.
You guys, with Win-Win and Zai, have arrived in Colfax sometime in the last couple of weeks. Win-Win and Zai are becoming a lot more friendly, more pally. Raoul and Thompson, you guys are feeling fairly pally, I'm assuming, after traveling together for a solid month or so.
I assume Thompson's just been telling him stuff.
Probably everything, knowing Thompson.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of things that happened when you guys came to Colfax, or on the way to Colfax. On the way to Colfax, on the 2nd day of the 4th month, you learned that, you didn't learn it on that day, but on that particular day, the King of Vale has died, King Alfred. And from the news and the town criers and the papers you're seeing, his rule has been assumed by his son, George Dinesh. His queen, Cynthia, is beside herself with grief and has locked herself in her chambers and is not coming forth. Emissaries from other continents began paying trips to Colfax to pay their respects, and the funeral was held on the 14th day of the 4th month in the city of Colfax. Now, this is the day before the rest of you guys arrive at your place in the mountains of Colfax. So you are completely unaware of this. But Thompson and Raoul, you guys will be aware of this. You can choose to attend the funeral if you would have wanted. I don't know. That's up to you guys' characters, if that's something you would have done or not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's like not like it's like a large procession. Like, what comes to my mind is like the Michael Jackson funeral. Like, it's a big deal.
The George Floyd funeral.
So,
Sure. I mean, we could potentially
Storm,
attend.
pull yourself together.
I'm trying.
What?
I'm just so tired.
What's wrong?
Storm, get pee-pee off your mind.
What's wrong, Storm?
You're not helping either. Sending me stupid images.
Guys, come on, focus.
Okay.
Keaton, stop eating the cat. It looks like you're eating a burrito.
Like
Composed.
Justin Bieber would eat a burrito.
Composed.
Okay.
That's just how she likes to stretch out.
Okay. So, I don't have any like storyline stuff for attending the funeral, but if you guys wanted to attend the funeral, great. It's like a long procession marching all the way through Colfax, very sad. And yeah, there's a new king on the throne.
Is he terrible?
You don't know yet. It's like day 2 of his reign. Give him a break.
Oh.
Okay. Nevatash.
What? Professor.
Or first, Raoul Thompson. Any conversations you two would like to have about the death or the king or anything else that comes to your mind? Get you guys get Pete some playing time in.
So anyways, that's the last time I tried to break into my own home.
I have to say, I'm seeing a bit of a pattern with your behaviors. Very interesting. Appreciate your honesty on this matter.
Oh,
and the fact that you've shared some fine whiskey with me.
Oh, yeah. You know, you can't get to know one another without being honest with each other, you know?
Well, my father always said the 3 things you need to really know a man is drink with him, fight with him, and then take a Turkish bath with him.
What in God's name is a Turkish bath?
Have you ever had Turkish Delight?
No, but I've had turkey. It tastes quite fine.
Well, it's a candy. It's sticky, it's sweet. Climb into a bathtub with another man and a lot of candy.
I'd be delighted to do that with you. You think they sell it in Colfax here?
It's a possibility.
I know that voice.
Guessing from this conversation, I don't think either of us know. So is there a flyer that shows?
Rock Simpson, you beautiful blonde murder machine.
Come to Papa.
What? Are you meaning a flyer about the king's death?
Well, or it's just something, because I don't think we know. We're just talking about
Can
stuff
I get
now.
you two to make a perception check?
3. Wait, hold on a minute. What's my modifier for time? Stop.
Come on, guys.
What? I just said that.
It's just this.
What's your perception check, Pete?
Looking at the wall.
19.
19. Raoul, you are very aware that there's a funeral procession going by right outside the tavern window. However, Thompson is clueless as to anything going on right now.
Thompson, I think we're missing the big show.
Oh, are we?
outside.
Why you need to stop? I'm
Focus.
crying.
I'll get you your modifiers. Don't look at your phone.
I think we should go attend it.
You're muted.
Sorry about that. Sometimes I can't speak. It's an ancient tradition in my people. Why don't we step outside and see the sights of a fallen monarch?
I like that, yeah.
So you guys step out into the street, or along the street and sidewalk, and this funeral procession is at least a mile long. People walking, carrying the casket at some point, and just tons of people showing their respects and following the casket and the king's family out to their burial, the king's cemetery, where previous royal family members are buried. So yeah, that happened. Nevatash. Damn it, Keaton.
It's It's not that hard to say. It's just
Hard to remember. Nevatash.
Call him Natasha.
Nevatash. So, you, following the sign from above, you walk the mountains, and you come to a location that you believe to be the right area. And you find a circular door in the side of the mountain. And it just happens to be the 15th day of the 4th month. Right about, just shortly after, they all gate-stoned into their hideout. And you go knock on the door. I'm assuming.
Yeah, yep.
Can I add something?
What?
A good assumption?
Out and about messing with seeing what he can get with the gray bag of tricks.
Okay, well, you guys just got back to your Colfax hideout. Okay? And for the first time ever, there's a knock at the door.
I'm gonna go open it.
Wait, there's a door?
You guys have a heavy steel door.
I thought it was a boulder.
So you go open the door. And Nevatash.
Natasha.
You see, opening this large steel door, a green dragonborn.
I'm gonna say hi and just walk past them because I'm still greeting them.
Hello there, friend.
Sam's gonna go to the door next if he left.
And dragonborn blows you off and just walks.
She was gonna throw it on a furball.
He just what?
Blows you off and keeps walking.
Just keeps walking by
What
me.
a nice fellow.
And Samson comes to the door.
He's gonna peek his head around and he's gonna go, "Can I help you?"
Nevatash?
The spirits are talking to Nevatash.
Nevatash, can you describe yourself and then respond?
I can describe myself and I can respond. Okay. I am a freaking beanpole, 6 tall, 6'4", and skinny. Super short white hair. Skin is like just absolutely perfect, like just nailed it. And as the dragon, is there anybody else can I see anybody else inside as the Dragonborn walks by me?
Yeah, Samson comes to the door and he asks you a question.
Peeking around Samson's leg.
And you see a goblin standing right behind Samson.
Sam just said, "Can I help you?"
She could down on a furball in
Yes.
the house and turn into a boar.
And deeper in the house, you see a drow, another human, and a wild boar.
She runs over to the boar and just picks up like the baby and goes,
You guys have a very diverse selection of people here, I see. I love it.
Oh, okay. Why are you here at our house deep in the mountains?
The whale told me to.
What whale?
The one that fell out of the sky. Surely you saw. Or heard. Or
Can I make an intelligence check?
Just make it's a history check.
Yeah, history.
Wait, do you remember 4 days ago?
19 plus 4.
Yeah, you clearly remember that a whale was banished to the material plane, and Bob had no idea where it was going. It just was going back.
He's just gonna go, "Oh no."
yeah, oh my.
How big was the whale?
it was a full-size blue whale.
And you say it came from the sky.
It came right out of the sky. Never seen it before once in my life.
Samson, what kind of whales come from the sky?
Team hears this and
Ones that old
just
men
starts
banished to the
fucking
material
dying.
plane.
With the boar in his hand.
You mean Bob?
Yeah, Bob.
You're saying that you know the person that they banished the whale and it ended up in the sky?
Senile old man who's now dead, but yes.
We still have him.
You are one interesting group of... Are you adventurers, I assume? Correct?
We adventure.
All right.
We have lots of platinum pieces.
Out of curiosity, how many people are in this home right now? I assume I'm not there yet.
Well, you guys
They
gate
just
stoned
gate-stoned
in.
back to the house?
Yep, this is in the house. or at the front door to the house. The cave system you guys made in Colfax.
Oh, everyone is gate sewn back?
Everyone except
Okay.
for Raoul and Thompson. Yes.
I'm not looking at it.
Gotcha.
So you are there.
Yeah, I walk into the entryway there, and I look over. I see the beanpole, and I look at everyone else, and I look back, and I'm like, I apologize. You should not have met them to start.
They're quite enjoyable.
Are you ashamed of me, Carrick?
No, you just provide hours of entertainment for ever.
I don't know what I did. I just answered the door.
Anyway.
You'll have to forgive my friend Carrick. He's got a condition.
Does he?
This is our adventuring crew of miscreants.
Named Ground Zero appropriately.
Oh. Well, that's our name now.
It
has been.
Like the name.
Suck it up,
I don't,
Buttercup.
I don't remember making a vote on that.
I thought we did.
We definitely voted on that.
We voted on
wait,
it, but I didn't.
Who are you
vote.
again?
I am Nevatash.
Hi,
Anyways,
Nevatash.
this is my
My name is Carrick.
round.
I think the little green guy is Broadleaf, but I'm not sure. He does so many times in those morning, I don't know what to think he is anymore.
He's fairly proficient at dying, you say?
Yeah. He's
And
our,
coming back to life.
Yeah. He's our resident test dummy.
Okay, well, I mean, some people are just a little bit more not as fortunate as others, unfortunately.
Indeed. Well, instead of standing in the doorway, come inside. I'm sure there's a reason you are here.
There is. The whale told me to come. Well, it was a sign that I interpreted as to hear.
You might want to stay in the doorway. Did you just say there's a whale?
Yeah, it fell out of the sky.
The whale came with a sign?
The whale was the sign.
I thought you said...
I look over at you two and I go, really?
Listen, Bob banished the whale back in the Underdark, and he just so happened to do it very close to this fine gentleman here.
So we are prophets now, casting signs over the hills.
I hope not, but if it has to come to that, then I think you should follow someone besides me.
What? Hold on. I can understand the whale, but where did the sign come from?
Wait.
The whale was the sign, Broad.
Well, was it a whale or a sign? I need to know.
It was a whale,
So
and it
someone
clearly
tried-
died, so that was the sign.
I go over to Nevadash and I tap him on the shoulder. I'm like, come on, they're going to be a while.
Someone
Let's go.
decided
Okay.
with the
I take
detailed
it the smoke one
directions
is a
to our
little slower up
handouts.
top as well.
Yeah, come on. Okay.
I'm sure he serves other good purposes.
Are you thirsty?
I would love a drink. That would be delightful.
Excellent. And we will make our way over to the kitchen while they finish up their bout.
Okay. So while you two are having a drink, you guys are still arguing about how the sign got tied to the whale team?
I imagine this is like the Pirates of the Caribbean where the two guards are just bitching back and forth while he takes the ship.
Gene is just fueling the flame with Broadleaf.
Sam is just Jack in the middle trying to intervene, but just can't.
What would happen if we banished this board?
Must you be this way?
Yes.
I'm gonna decide I'm also thirsty and go to the kitchen.
Sam's gonna go to his room and lock his iron door.
Everyone's just pissed at each other now.
Yeah.
So Nevatash, tell me more about this sign and how it pertains to our home.
Well, so I come from somewhere that you might not understand entirely.
The land down under.
We were just there.
But
Try me. I'm fairly certain we have had our share of odd occurrences. I'm fairly certain I can probably relate with where you're coming from.
well, okay. So, essentially, I am part spirit and part physical being, so to say. That spirit came from what you might know as your dreams, so to say. Would you like to collect your jaw real quick?
Yeah. I need a drink.
We had a friend once that was part spirit and part person, I think.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't recall his name.
Wait.
Evans Monk.
Oh yeah, Felton.
Feltith was his name.
I have never heard that name before.
When he died, he turned into a glimmer of light.
That does not sound like it would come from my heritage.
You're not too far off, but to your understanding, same difference.
Robbie, if you're close, you're so close, and I'm so proud of you for making that connection. You keep on going, man.
Oh,
keep at it.
You're like the mirror in my pocket.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him too. Anyway, you were saying part spirit, part person, and you come from a long-lost land of whale science.
Yes, we can. Not whale science.
No science.
The whale is what tied me to you on this plane of existence.
Maybe it is a science. Okay, I'm listening. Nobody's in this drink.
You made it. At least I thought you did anyways. I don't know anything yet.
Thought I did, but now I'm questioning. Is this spoiled?
You guys have been gone for almost a year.
You are the one who supposedly lives here.
You've been gone for 5 months.
Yes.
Maybe you should go get a drink in town.
I am here now.
You are here now. What brings you here?
Well, that is almost as good of an answer that I could have as you. Let me try that one again.
I think it was the whale.
Do it, yeah.
You have probably as good of an answer as I do to that. My clan sent me here to wait for a sign. And that sign has come. I have followed the sign, which brings me here.
Is your clan of this plane?
No, we are not of this plane. Like I said, coming from the plane of dreams, or some may know it as the Feywild.
Interesting. The plot thickens. Okay. What is your clan tasked with doing once this sign has been discovered? Exactly. Is it a good thing, or is it like you need to wipe us out?
Oh, no, nothing of that sort.
We're used to those kind of situations.
No.
End of days and such.
It would be along the lines of eradicating evil.
Okay.
Is there a reason that you should be nervous?
Not nervous. It's just there's so much to unpack there.
Well, I'm not super awesome with the words, so if you'd like to help me unpack, we can do it at the same time, and I can make you understand better and be more comfortable.
Let's just get the whole story first before I start trying to unpack. Sorry, I jump ahead when I drink, so we're here.
You jump ahead when you drink.
Yeah, I just realized what was in my cup. It's not the same as you guys.
What is in your cup?
Pure pickle juice.
Mayonnaise.
Yeah. Amazing. I absolutely love it.
Pickle and mayonnaise, I think, mixed with rub.
Yeah, you go.
That is an extraordinary drink, I must say.
It's sweet, sour, and spicy all at once.
Amazing. Sweet, sour. I'm not even gonna ask if that's what you enjoy. You absolutely do.
I call it muck luck because it takes away some of my Anyway, sorry. I digress. We're back. We're back.
Okay. I must say, I hate to do this, but I'm in dire need of a restroom. It's a long walk up this mountain if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, absolutely. So, if you go down the corridor to your left here, past the kitchen, past the foyer where you entered, there's a door on the left. Big wooden door, you can't miss it. It's got a thing on the side that says toilet. And I'm pretty sure it's in
Okay. I will be back very shortly. I, again, apologize for this.
Yeah, it happens to everybody. Good luck.
No, we never
Hope
put it in the
everything comes
bathroom.
out okay.
Just a bag of holding.
Use as
Okay.
builder's
So I look
closet
over
as a bathroom.
Broadleaf as he's walking away, and I go, did that, are we, what?
What's the matter? You said you got me with a zing, and I got you with a zing. It's what buddies do.
No, not that. When did we become whale signers and prophets? And I'm really genuinely curious as to what he's bringing the rest of the Feywild over for.
You know, a lot of crazy things happen in life. I just learned to roll with it. But I've come to believe in Providence a little bit in myself. As fate would have it, we lost a party member in Builder, and we gained potentially a new one from a whale. I'm not sure how the dots connect, but I think there's something there.
So you're saying the whale
knew.
Brought Builder back as a half-spirit person?
Maybe not Builder, but it knew we'd need more help, and the whale brought us more help.
Interesting. Thanks, whale. Cheers. I just started going ham on my drink.
Can
At
I have
point,
one of those?
Sam walks in and
Sure.
trades out the barrel that you guys have been drinking out of that sat for almost a year on its own for a new barrel
AKA the one that Cheem has.
of good
Well, you have
liquor.
one of them. You think that I didn't have more than one? Don't
Say,
trust
Carrick,
the alcoholic to not have more than one.
didn't you have some of the harder stuff in your packet once time?
Harder what?
Stuff.
Stuff. Oh, here's your drink.
Thanks. What was the stuff he had?
I don't remember.
I thought he had the drugs.
No, Builder had the drugs.
Oh, Builder.
I have no drogas.
Builder was the
Señor,
druggie.
no drogas.
Well, I'll take it. Goblin-sized sip.
Sam's gonna
And
pour
plot
himself
my
a
next
drink.
death. Being a goblin
And
sucks.
how
Might
old
need
is
to make a
this?
Constitution saving throw.
How old?
Yeah,
The
like
stuff that was sitting there has been sitting there open.
like does Sam notice that it's just like rancid or
Just
something?
crusties on the top.
Well,
Adds flavor.
the problem is it doesn't really go
protein.
bad. It's just not as good.
Gets stronger.
Yeah.
Is Nevercash on his way back yet from the bathroom?
He's dropping a deuce.
Oh boy.
But
I guess I'm glad I didn't make him a drink. He'd be in there for a while. Cleaning house.
I hope he hurries in there.
Toxin, what are you doing?
I was on a nature walk.
Shut up.
I'm later ending up in town.
Okay. So while you guys are conversing and drinking and Tish is in the bathroom, Needle Tush.
Needle tush and pee.
Man, we got everything going on this session. We got ass spiders, we got Needle Tush,
Platinum
PP,
pieces.
1
PP equals 10 PP.
Meanwhile, Toxin, mourning the loss of his friend Jack,
Oh, that's sad.
finds himself at a tavern in Colfax, known as the Blessioketon, which just happens to be where Thompson and Raoul are spending their afternoon drinking, as one does. And they see this semi-sad looking green dragonborn at the bar.
Would we have met him at all? Well,
You would remember him, wouldn't you? Have you met Thompson?
Were you there when you fought the big dragon?
The blue dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ice one?
Or the white one, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so you
Yes.
don't recognize him at first. It's been a while. But you come to remember that's your friend. You think he looks familiar.
I'll play it out. Oi there, green fella. You look kind of familiar. Do I know you from somewhere?
Yeah, I think we took down that dragon together.
I can't remember your name, but I remember what you look like.
I'm Taxon and you are
Thompson. Thompson Ruin. I found myself a new friend here. He's looking for the Leaf Brothers. This is Mr. Z.
You have an actual cigar?
This is Mr. Z.
Oh, what? Of course I've got an actual cigar.
I'm coming to your house.
Dr. Raoul Zeta does not do things halfway.
Nice to meet you.
I call him Mr. Z. I can't remember his full name.
Well, Mr. Z, I know Broadleaf's back home. You know where that? You must know where that is.
No.
Thompson has no clue where that is.
As a matter of fact, we've been looking for whatever your group has been.
I'm just in awe that
The
Pete's
only way they could
actually
make this
smoking.
better is if he was actually like smoking like one of the old like wooden pipes.
No,
Well, that
still
was an
use.
option as well.
Do you think you could take us back to that? I'm very worried about Sammy.
I reckon I could. I just... I'll come back to that later.
Also, I got a letter for the party here from my father. I didn't write it up either. I'll do it real quick.
Okay.
The important thing is to maintain cultural
Damn it, Wyatt.
What, Pete?
The important thing is to maintain the touch tones of your culture. Go.
All right, follow
You're
me.
a dragonborn.
Fucking moron.
May I ask?
What?
May I ask?
Yeah.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
I'm mourning the death of my friend.
Garçon! This man needs a strong one.
Brings over the drink.
Tell me about your friend. Talking about him is the best way to secure him in your memory.
Well, he was very nice to me. He was a wee bit tall and really friendly to animals.
I take it he was also a dragonborn.
Can you?
He was not.
Hmm.
Who was he?
He was a furball.
He was a furball.
Ah,
Oh man.
interesting group of people.
Very interesting.
So, if you don't mind me asking, how did you lose him?
I don't know.
He was punched by a worm.
My friends say he was
He had
punched by a
worms.
worm.
Butt punched by a purple worm. That happens.
It must.
But how are you getting along after this devastating loss? Is this the first person close to you you've lost?
Yes, it would be.
Hmm. It's a hard thing the first time. The key is to keep them in your memory. Also, remember what they would want from you.
Well, thank you for the advice.
So, I'm gonna ask, are you alone? Is the rest of your group here? Or are they in some other fine hovel?
The rest of our group's back at our home.
Hmm. Base of operations. Wonderful. Shall we adjourn there, or would you like to spend the evening with us? In drink, in song, and of course, Turkish delight.
I like the second option better.
That's where I know the voice from.
Very well.
Chill
John?
out. Chill out,
What?
please. I'm writing something.
So I've got to ask there, Toxin.
Yes?
What's your hopes? What's your dreams? What are you aspiring to?
I haven't figured that quite out. I'd have to think more about it.
Well, the important thing is to realize that you're in control of your own destiny. Don't let any of these buckety-bucks tell you it's gods, fate, that sort of thing. You're the man.
I am the man. Thank
You're
you.
Dragonborn, as the case may be.
Oh, what's the difference?
Well, we do not have scales, and I understand you can vomit acid.
You would be correct.
That is a slight difference. When I vomit, it does not hurt other people. Not physically, anyway.
You have a point.
Well, metaphorically speaking, anyway. We're very squishy. It's 75% water, they say.
That's quite a bit of water.
Yes. But let us have a fine evening.
Yes, let's.
So you guys are gonna hang out and party for the rest of the evening?
Yeah.
Apparently. Not often that there's the death of a king.
Yeah, there's a king that died too, yeah. So, lots of partying going on.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at Ground Zero.
I'd assume that Thompson would try to go back to the...
You don't know where it is, so you need Thompson to follow you, but you guys are partying first. It is kind of a... yeah, that vibe. Slightly. I don't know if that's what he's going for, but that's kind of the vibe.
I'm picturing Spider-Man.
I want
there you go.
Spider-Man on my desk now.
So...
Parker, you're fired. Get back in here.
Sir, we can't make today's quota. Jamie, get me a small violin.
Nevitish just finished going to the bathroom. It was a suspiciously long time. Not quite sure what he did in there.
Hey, dude took a quick nap. Toilet nap. They're the greatest naps out there, I tell you what.
Toilet nap.
Yeah, you drop a huge deuce, take a nap for 10 minutes, and then wake up and finish up and leave.
Broadleaf is drunk at this point.
Broadleaf is hammered.
It takes approximately 4 ounces.
For his goblin form. So
what email do I send it
Samson,
to?
Samson, you can send it on Signal. That works fine. So Samson, Cheem,
How do I do that?
Carrick, and Nevitesh.
I made it a little stronger than normal. We're still good, right?
Carrick.
Like a Bloody Mary of my own creation.
Carrick.
Can I just send it to that one?
It appears we've run out of alcohol.
Sure. Okay.
Is that email?
Yeah.
I still have alcohol.
Nah. You just drank it all?
I think so. My cup's empty.
If you want to do any
He
changes
pulls
to it,
out the alcohol he has.
Guys, I wasn't in the restroom that
Ah,
long. You already all hammered you.
The light man's back.
Never touches back. Never smashes back.
Nipple tech.
Nipple attack is back. Hey! How old? Are you okay?
My name is Nevitash.
Do you need anything?
I do not need to know I am okay. Thank you, Bill. I do really appreciate it.
You look like you need a drink.
Jim is still only
You
on his
look
first
like you need one
class.
last drink.
He's not drinking.
Did you give me a tropical polio?
Alright. So that's.
No, I did not get
Oh, it
the
changed it.
toilet bowl.
Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
Did you get me anything when we were out?
Done. I've been drinking with them too.
I
I
was
got
in
a
the
19 plus 3 for
Oh wait,
Constitution.
no. He was telling us a story.
You're not drunk
He was
yet.
telling us
Amazing.
about the Fae. They were coming back once they saw the whale.
Oh, I love this story.
I can explain it much more slowly now that I'm not about to burst in my pants.
Charming.
I come from a warrior but bloodline.
Alright.
It's a warrior spirit.
Alright.
So, that being that, I have been chosen.
By the way.
No. Close.
By the sign.
The sign made itself appear, and that was his signal.
That just brought me
Fight
here.
crime.
Is all that it did.
It was his.
I'm connected
What?
to a dream, what is called a dream spirit. Every bloodline has their own, and I have mine. I cannot directly communicate with the spirit, but I get so-called vibes, if you will, from it.
You
What vibes?
you can't
Like-
communicate, but it told you how to get here.
It tells you how to feel.
Yes, that is exactly right, Mr. Goblin fellow.
Call me Broadleaf.
Bradley, like an arrow.
Oh, so the whale pointed you. So it's like the nose of the whale pointed towards our door.
It was actually the eyeball.
No,
Yes.
no, Bradley, God, you're so small and dumb. Bradley is a meta. Oh fuck. A metaphor. A metastrophe. It's one of those things that means something else, but it's the thing.
You had it right with metaphor.
So it's like a.
Yeah, you said it. That's the one.
Carrick, you're so smart. I'm so lucky to have you as my best friend.
So did you save any part of
If
the
we're
whale?
dying so much, it'd be so much less weird.
Why would you say part of the whale?
But you've been my friend for
This is in character.
such a long time now. You're my oldest friend.
Well, this is great. I think it might go a lot for Nevitash. He's a guest and new and doesn't want to see tender moments like this.
Nevitash. Oh, Nevitash.
Yeah, Nevitash and the whale sign.
He's the whale
Shit, that sounds
sign.
like a band.
We should start a band.
Oh my God, do we have a bard? We need a bard.
Yeah, but
Nevitash, are you a bard?
I am not a bard.
damn.
You know any bards in the Feywild that could be band people?
Not personally,
Wait,
no.
you're forgetting about Zai.
Wait,
I believe that if you put your heart to it, you can do anything you want.
Oh shit, did you hear that?
but
Well, they Nevitash just said you could be a rock star.
we need to find Zai.
Who is
Yes.
that? Where? Why?
I think he has a instrument.
Yes,
I need a second.
instrumental
I go behind the kitchen.
abilities.
What is it?
Sam is just gonna pipe in and just say, "You two cannot be this drunk. We're barely even a couple shots in."
I'm very small.
You get a
I'm gonna
pass.
poke him in the knee.
Not
You-
drunk. I ate some bad pickle. No, drank some bad pickle.
You have pickles.
Pickle go bad?
Can I make an insight
You got a hold of the PP,
for
and then you
what?
got some bad.
Just to see if he's
Yeah,
lying
it
if he's drunk.
happens.
I'm not gonna say anything. I just want to see if Sam
No,
knows.
they're both drunk.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Sam
Yeah.
knows then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam's just gonna go.
Okay.
Okay.
Nevitash.
Whatever.
So, how long do we have until your party comes and hangs out with us? Or are they
will
coming
not-
here?
They will not be coming. It's going to be just me.
Well,
Unless something really bad happens. But that would be like ending the existence of planes.
Well, I thought you said you were waiting for a sign to bring your buddies from the Feywild here.
No,
this is
it's
what he
one
said.
time, yes.
And then
But
the
it's
whale
for me
break.
to do something. Remember how I said that we cannot speak directly with our spirits, but we can get nudges and pushes and signs.
Yeah. And the whale is the big arrow.
Yes, so my entire clan had this happen. There's something on the material plane that is threatening our existence. We don't know what it is, and I'm here to find it.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
It's probably the Dark Knight.
That too.
I hate that guy.
Oh, it's
Did you get
Cedric.
another sign to point you in the direction of the bad things? We're good at killing shit. It sometimes kills us, but we're good at killing most of it.
Well, and I take it by judging from what I hear, I think this is the right place for me to be.
I mean, yeah, but yeah.
Wait.
I think we can handle it. I mean, I'm pretty much the only last person from the original group. But yeah, everybody here's pretty good shit. We had some.
We've lost 5 companions.
I mean, 5 of them were probably you, though. Let's be honest.
No, I don't count myself. Look at my glaive.
I mean,
1.
Can you lift your glaive?
We've got Narrowleaf, and we've got Jack, and we've got Miss Ma'am, and we've got Vizyaz.
Who's Miss Ma'am?
Why'd you put Vizyaz on there?
And
Who the fuck is Miss Ma'am?
Vizyaz's daughter, Amaya.
Wait, you remember a name?
And we've got
Counting her, but was she part of the group?
11-4.
She was like, I mean, that's 4. If you don't count Miss Ma'am, because she was a guest.
She was my friend.
She's for.
I was gonna show her the sun.
What sign?
Then she died.
Is that another metastapher?
Hey, she saw the sun right before she died.
So that was funny, team.
Samson feels very bad.
Samson doesn't really.
Samson is killed. Oh, we don't need to talk about that.
Killed. Hold on a minute now.
Never touch. This is cheap. Cheap makes you cook.
What?
Jim, it is very nice to meet you.
Hello.
He cooks with fungus and bad girl stuff.
Sheem, to put it lightly,
Well, he
Sheem is a
tries
very
hard
good
and he
chef.
means well, so we let him do it anyway.
You seem to not keep your guests around for very long.
They keep dying. I mean, no, not them. The
Felteth! That was number 5. Felteth!
Oh shit! It was 5.
We hired him instead of Paul. We maybe should have hired Paul.
Never interview a person for a job.
I just remembered over the mayonnaise jar. I'm trying to
Yeah, we've burned through a lot of people.
So
They all die.
the big question is, Nipstash, do you want to be number 6?
No, we don't want to be number 6.
I mean, do you want to join our party?
Never touch. I solemnly swear that if you want to hang out with us and do your Fey mission and you need our help,
No, did I not ask? Did I not
we'll
ask
totally
that?
help. And if you need protection, so you don't become number
The mayonnaise jar?
6,
Oh, there
Number
it is.
6.
number 6, so you don't become him, I got you.
Just to clarify, too, I did not. Just to.
There was 6. So we're looking for number 7.
Two gallons of mayonnaise.
We forgot about Gleason.
Fucking sound counting, that's besides the point. Nevertash. Okay, Nevertash.
And Chima's gonna try and pour it into
You follow the sign of silence, you hear,
Make a slide.
we are the Stein.
Hey, I'm.
He's drunk. Yeah, you get
Okay,
it. He get. Yeah.
As much as I do not like my odds currently,
Okay.
I will say.
Well, I mean, if something attacks us now,
Yeah,
I
they got
can puke on
18.
them.
18.
You're not
I'm aware of that.
Sarek, are you?
And as he's doing this, Chima's
I am
gonna
not-
say, here, I'm giving you a little bit more alcohol.
I do not know who that is.
Broad,
It's
it's
just-
Chima's
just-
handing you another jug of alcohol.
Thank you. Anyway, yep.
You'll be nice to say, there's a big metal door, and this is rock. Well, we're good.
Nobody can find the door.
Is this what you
Steve.
call home? Or is this the base you operate out of?
Shut! Oh, there you go, Chief. Chief's door's still open or close it?
I'm gonna take a
Is
big.
the door still open or did you close it?
I'm gonna take a big
Wait, the
swig of
front
my
door?
alcohol.
The front door or what?
Make a perception check for me at disadvantage.
Chima's gonna walk over the door.
There you go.
I'm like literally right next to you, like, Chief.
3.
Yes.
3.
It's marvelous that you don't notice.
Chim.
Yes.
Chim. How did you make this?
Door.
What door is he talking about?
No, you close the door.
Sam
She's
Sam-
being accosted by two drunks.
Sam will butt in and say, I closed the front door, being I was the last one there.
I reopened it.
Hey, never test. Send us back.
Never tap. This is Samson. He hasn't died yet.
And to clarify, I did not kill the people in the party. One of them tried to join a fallen deity.
Broadly, did anyone say anything about him killing anybody? I didn't.
He did.
I thought.
You take your responsibility.
I didn't think I said it out loud.
You did say it out loud, broadly. But
I'm,
I didn't kill anyone.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you didn't mean to. It's okay.
What do you mean didn't mean
You
to?
killed me, but I'm still here.
I was so excited for you to find them out.
Sam is just baffled at this point now. Sam is baffled as there is a drunk goblin rubbing his shoulder.
It's your
Provide
kneecap.
solid entertainment for hours on end.
Thank you. That's what we're trying to say.
You also provide entertainment for hours on end.
Well, I mean, mayo and pickles, man. It doesn't shake.
Chima's gonna
But
get.
Sam, be careful. Never test drop something in there. I don't think it's
Chima's gonna
ruined
get.
yet.
What was that? I couldn't hear it.
Never mind. Just go be very and poop and stuff.
He said,
Chima's gonna.
don't go in the bathroom because Nivistash was in there for a long time.
Chima's
Toilet bowl
gonna.
polio, bro.
Well, then I'm gonna go and learn.
Polio!
Then I'm gonna go.
Hole!
Then I'm gonna go and learn
Bradley.
prestidigitation, so we can get rid of that nasty.
Bradley,
Never test. Don't go.
read
Come
this
back.
book.
What?
Just points to the last
I
page.
think he beat Sam
Confession.
for
Okay, okay. Do you read the page?
He's got
Okay,
the
yeah.
Boston
Okay.
Jones.
Make a wisdom saving throw
Ah!
at disadvantage as you read the page.
Aha, natural 1.
He confesses everything.
You read the page. It says, "Confess thy secrets, traveler," and you feel very compelled to confess your darkest secret.
Does he even know it at this point?
I don't know if Broadley is such a cheerful fellow. I don't know if he's got any dark secrets, but we're gonna find out.
One time when I was 8, I peed on my dog.
No. Listen. You guys are my friends. I trust you guys, okay? Carrick, you've been my friend for a long time. James, you've been my friend for a long time. Nibblestash, I feel like I've known you for a long time. That's something I gotta tell you. I'm not proud of it, but...
Nibbles that secret time.
Sam feels bad that he was left out.
Sam, you're one of my best buddies. Always, forever.
Thank you.
I start holding my face up like, I need to focus.
What's my darkest secret?
I don't know.
Make something stupid up.
No, it's serious.
Bradley, you never, I don't think you've ever told me secrets. Let alone dark
This
ones.
is my secret.
Is dark secrets racist?
The dark.
That's-
the dark
I'm
knight-
not racist, man. You're my best friend.
His dark secret is he really is only attracted to drow girls.
No,
The dark
that's not
knight-
a secret.
The, the dark
No,
knight
I-
kicked your ass and it wasn't even close.
The Dark Knight is so much better at me. Better. He's so much better. And I'm jealous. And I want to beat him to prove to myself that I still have worth. That's
Man's gonna save you?
that's my secret.
I can't remember Thomas's name, character's name again. Was it?
Thomas?
At this point, Sam's just gonna pull out a book and just say under his breath, I can feel my brain cells dying.
She was just gonna,
That
after
sounds
Bradley
good.
finished, Jim then turns to Kirk. My eyes work. Can you please read this?
Carrick, can I get you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage?
How stupid do you think I am? I don't read.
It's a good book,
Assuming
Carrick.
you read it.
Carrick,
I comprehend languages.
it's a good book. The ending, man.
You and I both know you never read the end of a book before you start it.
Does he do it or no?
Are you gonna read the page that he holds open?
Give me a fucking.
It's a cookbook.
This is a cookbook. I don't read that shit. You're not a cook. I mean, I'll read it. I'm sorry.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage for me, please.
Wisdom saving throw.
Team, where'd you learn to make this drink? Was that in the book?
Oh shit!
It's a very special recipe that I'm not telling anyone.
Well, keep it up.
Sam's gonna cast message to Cheem and ask what he put in the cup.
11.
Did I pass?
No. You feel compelled to tell your darkest secret.
I cast a message so you can just do it.
Jim's gonna say back in message mayonnaise.
And Sam's just gonna try.
I don't know if it's one secret, but it's more of a.
You're telling a secret? We're such good friends.
I mean, you couldn't be the only one. It's not fair.
What?
It's not so much that I got one. It's just a common.
Metastrophe.
The calming apron of the little ones. So this is this isn't a skin condition. It's not it's a scar.
What happened?
It was a dragon.
The one, but you had it before we fought the dragon.
No, this one was a different one. I didn't know you guys then. You guys, I don't even think were in existence yet. But I took my weapon, and he was gonna come bite me. And I was like, nah, bro.
Oh, you took your weapon and tickled the back of his throat with it?
I tickled the middle of his brain with it, and it came out from between his eyes.
You sound more like you're high than drunk.
So you got a brain blast?
Unfortunately, because it was his mouth, his breath did get me. So, it wasn't a full blast because he was dying, but it still got me.
That's so cool. You were fighting dragons before I was born?
And I don't know if it was. I still don't know, actually. I don't know if it was Dragon's breath or if it was his soul. But once in a while, one lights up. And shit happens. But, luckily for me, I got my buddy and I pull out Venomous Death to talk me through it and help me do stuff.
Wanna try?
That's a sword.
Sam's gonna look at Carrick and he's gonna go, yeah, he's fucking lost it.
Okay, can we try to get your arm to
It
light
might
up?
be true, yeah. It might be true.
Can we try to get your arm to light up?
Yeah, how do we do that?
Yeah.
Alright, I will take my sword and I will let DM decide this and I will flip it upside down and I will look at the hilt and I'll go, Mark for that. Mark for that. Hey, Markiplier. Yeah.
Can I get you to do a performance check for me?
This is a bad time, but I need you to.
And it'll be a disadvantage because you're
I need you to
inebriated.
help me prove to them that this isn't just a gross thing on my arm, and that you're real.
Yeah, because nobody really knows that you've been talking to your sword.
This just further is making Sam think that Carrick's got a problem.
So what am I rolling?
Performance check.
Carrick does have a problem. It's a severe skin condition.
That is a natural 20 plus 4.
So you, even in your inebriated state, are able to perform the maneuver, and Septimus is in kind of a good mood. It's like some of your inebriation is rubbed off via contact with the sword. He's feeling happier than he has in ages. And the green lightning crackles from the hilt of the sword and kind of works its way up your arm and lights your shoulder with a dull green glow in places. Like
And in that moment, I'd be like, guys, see, I told you. Nah, Septimus, check this shit out. We vibe. Check it, and I grip the hilt really tight, and the arm lights up a little brighter and goes straight out, and then you just see like crazy shit happen with the sword. And he goes right back behind into my scabbard, and then it goes dark, and then my arm goes dark because I let it go. And that is why I look awesome.
That's so cool.
Sam is going to
Is he
say.
actually drunk?
Sam is going to say, I'm more impressed that you were able to do all those sword tricks while drunk without cutting yourself than I am by your glowing arm.
Oh, don't get it twisted. That was Seppi. Seppi took over the arm. It glows sometimes. That's him kind of helping.
All right.
Oh, I saw I cut the shit out of myself. Oh, my bad. That's why I don't play with swords when I drink. I play with cups. I play with cups.
Noted.
Carrick,
I forgot
this
what
has
his
been
name
fun.
is. I forgot Keaton's character.
Yeah. Oh, fuck! Nevitash! Bro, it's like you've been here the whole time. I'm sorry.
Yes, Carrick.
So, yeah. I'm gonna try and include you again. Everybody, he saw a whale. There's a sign from above that his buddies need help finding something that's gonna basically be an end of days thing in the Feywild, which is an alternative planetary existence of man, I think. And he needs help. So he came to our big metal door and said, hey, is this the place? Our dreams come true.
Carrick!
And I said, yeah, man.
Carrick!
I mean, well, hang on. So many people in our group died. It was on accident. But I told him, we can help. And I'll protect him so he doesn't die too.
Carrick!
What?
He's here to help us.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he said he's gonna help
He
us.
said the whale told him to help us.
Never touch. Never touch.
Yes, Carrick.
Never touch. That's true.
You helping me is me helping you,
Never touch.
which saves everything.
Never touch. Is that really true? We're gonna save each other.
Yes.
By helping.
Yes.
Help one with everything.
We're gonna save each other.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm so ready for this shit. It's gonna be awesome.
You might want to smoke run first.
But I don't want to puke again.
Okay.
I'll be right back, guys.
Carrick, before you walk away, I'm gonna pull out a little handful of berries and give to you. Like nibble on those after you hurl. It might help.
Is this rabbit shit? What is this?
Look, they're berries.
Are they good?
Yes, you can share them if you would like.
Dude, brother, here, take one. I don't know. Yeah. I've never had berries like these before. Here.
Are they fermented?
What do you do with it?
I down a handful of them as I go back.
I'm gonna eat one.
Well, I counted one.
Constitution
Sorry,
saving throw
one.
to see if you chose.
This was a good berry.
So
It tastes.
I'm full.
I'm assuming it is the Goodberry spell, right?
It is the good berry spell.
So eating a berry restores 1 hit point, and it provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for a full day. So Thomas, Carrick, you just ate like 8 full days worth of food.
I was so full. I got 8 points.
They don't give you temporary hit points; they just heal. But you should be at full health anyway. You've had long rests.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that. Yeah, that's right. I slept. Hey guys, I slept.
So we're gonna cut away from the fantastic time you guys are having, and cut to the other group, which is also drinking.
I gotta swap between two character sheets, and it's the one day I need.
However, I want to know, we had somebody chatting with us on the live stream.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So, Keaton, do you know a guy whose Twitch... Keaton's not there.
We're
I
gonna
think this person knew who
dox.
Keaton was. I'm not sure. Anyways,
Keaton's not here.
this person, Thriving, thanks for watching us.
I feel like he's watched us before.
Yeah, not Keaton's back.
Yeah, what's up, Kieran? What's up?
Dylan, when
Keaton... What?
You have what?
I don't know.
Huh?
What?
What?
Alright, I've got my Constitution saving throw for how drunk Thompson is. 16 plus 1.
So we had somebody
not
watching all of that. First time chat from a viewer.
He's meant to be able to.
Somebody named Thriving on Twitch. Yeah, so their comments are, those cigars have ruined that guy's voice. The guy in the Under Armour sweatshirt, Brody, whispers, and I can hear it like he's talking in my ear.
It's because it's the mic's right here.
Right there. And then he said, I want to hear Get Me Spider-Man. And then he said, Keaton, AOL called. They want its internet back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because you got like 4 frames a second.
Yeah, it's like really bad. And I said, thanks for joining us. And he said, I feel like there should be forced wisdom rolls through all this.
Oh, absolutely.
And then
we lost all of those. That's why we sound the way we do.
Yeah, you guys did it really good.
Well, if he
And then
wants
some stuff
Spider-Man,
about
I can give him
bards,
Spider-Man.
And then he said he can't even tell if the guy in the Under Armour shirt is acting drunk at this point.
I've never touched a drink in my life.
The nipple stash. Yeah.
I can do the Spider-Man one, no problem.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. This is like a big milestone.
That was fun. I don't know if he's still there or not, but
We love you, Thriving.
You got
We love you, man. It's been so much fun.
Thank you for the donations. Drive it, you awesome.
So anyway, in the town of Zorkash, or not Zorkash, Colfax. Thanks for screwing me up with that one. Colfax, in the Blesyokiton, the very French Hobbit tavern.
I don't even know
Halfling tavern. Can't use Hobbit. Sorry. We have Raul Zeta, Toxin, and Thompson
Racist, man.
have been partying it up. So have at her, fellas.
I got a 17 for Constitution saving.
For Thompson,
Yeah,
he's handling it.
this is good.
Yep. You're muted, Raul.
It's not slander. When it's written, it's libel.
It's not slander.
I think he did that on purpose.
You're fired. Wait, you're hired. Get back in here. The society guy quit.
I want Spider-Man. Only Spider-Man can die by my hands. Give me Spider-Man now. I want Spider-Man on my desk by tomorrow. I want Spider-Man on my desk by yesterday.
Pretty good.
Spider-Man, he's a menace.
Spider-Man.
He won't be famous. I'll make him infamous.
We need to have an entire campaign of J. Jonah Jameson's.
I want
No,
Spider-Man.
I swear.
I want Spider-Man on my desk by yesterday.
So you guys are partying it up.
I wanted him.
No
on
more
my desk
Thompson,
for
just
2
J.
weeks
Jonah
ago.
Jameson.
Raul Zeta is just pumping toxin, finding out his life, his dreams, his goals, his fears, what he's working for.
Thompson's telling a story about how he lost his medical license.
Please go on.
And that's how I lost my medical license. Oh, that person wasn't happy with me.
Oh, it's I'm like.
Doesn't sound like it.
Came in with 4 limbs, left with 2.
5.
Is any of that true? I don't know. It might be.
I don't know.
It happened when I was drunk, so I don't quite remember.
I think we could fast forward to the next day.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody goes to bed. I'm assuming in their current locations. You're not gonna try to
I'm
stumble
gonna
off
pass
into
out
the
on the
dark
table.
I was gonna pass out on the counter.
at the bar.
I was hoping we'd wander in the woods in the night.
I'm gonna pass out on Carrick's lap.
Little goblin in a
Quick question,
loincloth
you finished
and other items.
Thompson's going to pay for. Well, assuming that no one else paid for anything, Thompson will put down some coinage.
Okay, yeah, it'd probably be if you guys had an open tab drinking through the night. Toxin, I don't think you've drunk before, so you're probably a lightweight, so probably didn't take much. You're probably looking at 8 gold or so for the rooms and everything.
All right.
So,
And Thompson will move. Can't remember your character's name.
Toxin.
Thompson will move Toxin to his room and then go to his room.
Okay.
Because he doesn't want him to get robbed.
Good plan.
I actually offer Nivitash to crash to the couch because I can't find our guest room right now. Yeah, it's a pretty comfy couch.
Chima's gonna.
Little man's probably sleeping already. I look over at Broadleaf, just saw him along to the table. I'll be like, alright, well, I sleep here, and I just yank the rug, and it just comes undone, and I fall over on it, and it starts to float away, and then right as I'm floating away, Broadleaf goes, no, and then jumps up onto the corner and falls asleep.
I wouldn't have done it any different.
Sam is currently throwing pieces of finished and unfinished furniture from Builder's place into the main area.
Okay.
After all the talking went on, Chim got really drunk and left the house and tried to mug a tree, and he's just gonna wake up somewhere near the house.
Tried to mug a tree.
You're just gonna wake up underneath a tree.
He's gonna wake up underneath a tree. Just somehow something. It's just the tree's been chopped down and something blunt.
Persistence of the drunks.
And you look in your hand, all you have nearby is a mug. And you're like,
I don't feel a thing.
how did that work?
Something doesn't add up, and I'm scared.
So morning comes. Toxin, Thompson, and Raoul. I'm assuming you guys are going. What's your plan? Are you going to take them back to the...
I was gonna say, you wanna head back to HQ?
I have been spending I don't know how many damn months here just trying to find me boy.
You know, come back to my place. It's a good plan.
And maybe you could talk to him and maybe figure out all those stressful things that have been happening with him.
Yes.
You say you're very concerned about him. I tell you there's nothing to worry about.
Thompson, I think you, myself, and Samson should just sit down, hash things out for a while.
All right, that is a great plan. The boy isn't very comfortable talking with someone alone, but if there's someone he knows, he'll open up like a bottle of whiskey on a fine Thursday morning.
Good time to crack a new one.
I love this game.
Remember, you never
He's Irish. He's got to have little quips.
Remember, you never hung over if you never sober up.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I think it's back this way.
So you guys start the 3-hour journey back to the headquarters. And you arrive, and about this time, everybody else is just starting to wake up.
Sam is in his fancy clothes.
So they find Chim right next to a tree.
Yeah, you guys come across Chim laying on the ground next to a chopped down tree, holding only a mug.
Oh, Mr. Z,
He mugged
that
a tree.
boy right there, that's the little guy that's been destroying all me shit. He's been destroying all me shit. He's the quote-unquote bad influence. He's more just a knobhead.
Well, why don't we scoop this young man up?
No, I'm going to slap him. Thompson's going to walk him and slap him across the face.
You're startled awake, I'm assuming.
Wake up, boyo! The hell did you do to this tree?
I don't know, but I just have a mug.
Also, what have you done with the merchandise that I gave you?
You gave me something?
Oh, for the love of...
I can't remember. Can you repeat what you gave me that I might...
Oh, Lord, give me strength. I'm about to beat this motherfucker.
A hook shot, maybe? I remember the only thing...
Thompson's going to grab him by the shirt collar, stand him up, and say, get your ass inside the damn house.
I love Thompson.
So you guys head inside the house, and you see Nevitish on the couch. Nevitash. Broadleaf in a goblin. To everybody but Toxin is just a goblin, passed out on the table. No, not on the table. On the floating rug with Carrick. And Samson is in
his quarters.
In his quarters. So that's the scene you guys walk in on.
Thompson's gonna get scared of the goblin and think that it is a kobold, and he's gonna go, ah, another small creature, get it! And he's gonna run at him.
It's just Broadleaf.
Then he's going to screech to a halt, and he's just gonna look back at you in confusion.
He must have reincarnated a few times.
I apologize. I've never met the leaves, but my understanding is they're human.
I think he was human last time I saw him.
My head hurts. Yeah, I was a human, and then I was a half a human, and then a dwarf, and then a goblin.
If you're truly Broadleaf, say something only the leaf would know.
I have to purposely come up with something stupid. It's gonna be hard.
Carl.
Yeah, Sakara would be a thing. No, maybe. Yeah.
My mother speaks into my head.
Yeah, I think that kind of level of stupidity probably
A
comes
blue
from...
whale has brought me a new friend.
I don't know about that one.
It was a sign too, and an arrow. It brought me a friend.
I roll over, almost falling off the rug, and I go, stop shouting.
I'm sorry. Go back to sleep.
Go find a room, you hippie.
Thompson, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you too, even though you're a lot more teeny than I remembered.
It's not forever.
When you gonna change back?
When I die. It's a long story.
Boy, what kind of crack have you been smoking?
I made a deal with the god Tempest that until I've killed Garagos, I will not taste the sting of permanent death.
That's kind of menacing, but pretty cool. How's that hookshot been treating you that I gave you as well?
We don't talk about hookshots.
What the hell happened?
Death number 1 was caused by a hookshot.
No,
On your part?
about Bruno. That's the...
We do not. No. We don't even mention Bruno.
No.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about at all.
No idea what he's
At this
talking about.
conversation, I'm gonna go grab my stuff and move it to Jack's room.
Okay.
But yeah, anyways, I got a letter here from my father.
Aren't you going to introduce your friend?
No. He can introduce himself. He's a very strapping lad.
Nice to meet you. My name's Broadleaf.
A pleasure to meet you, Dr. Raoul Zeta. You and I have a bit of discussion to do.
Raoul.
Yes, Raoul Zeta.
Zeta.
Zeta. That's R-A-O-U-L-Z-E-T-A.
R-Z.
Zeta.
Just call him Mr. Z. That's what I call him.
Mr. Z.
Okay, Mr. Zed.
That's...
None of us are British, but we'll let it slide.
Canadians.
But I'm mostly interested in your grandfather, but I'd love to pick your brains as well.
I only have one ring.
Apologize, my accent's a bit thick. I said your brains.
You're awfully optimistic. What's your letter got to say, Sam? Ah, Thompson.
Oh, it's just from my father giving you a thank you.
You're welcome, Thompson's father.
Well, you haven't read the damn thing. You can't say thank you yet.
Oh, I thought you did read it.
So he who wants
This is
to?
what it says. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dear morons, thank you for not killing my son. From important man.
So the letter is handed to Broadleaf.
I don't know who's gonna take it. It depends on who.
I'll
grabs
try
it
to
first.
read it.
Probably gonna attempt to read it.
Do you want me to send it to you so you can attempt to read
Sure.
it?
I mean, could you also send it to Cheating since he's looking over Bradley's shoulder?
Sam doesn't know anyone's here.
Thompson, if it's all the same to you, last time I read something, things got emotional. So I would rather let Cheems read it.
I'm gonna go make coffee.
What? What do you mean? It's a
How come
thank
you
you
don't
letter.
have
How,
like some-
how emotional can I get?
Just last night I read a cookbook and I think we all started crying.
What the hell was in that cookbook?
Mayo.
There was a lot of mayo.
A lot of mayo.
Yeah, that'd make a man cry. That'd make me cry. If all my food was covered in mayo, I'd be very upset.
It's spicy.
It's not spicy, it just has a weird tangy taste.
Okay,
Okay, I'd like to point out how Minnesotan both of you are. That you're referring to mayo as spicy and tangy.
That's the point. It's the blandest food in the world, but it's, you know.
all right. I have the letter.
That was super northerner.
Okay, go ahead, Chief.
Dear Ground Zero, my name is Hendrik Stovepipe. What a weird last name. And I am the mayor of Oridon and Thompson's father. I have heard of your adventures and what you've done for my boy. And I am forever in your debt for keeping my lad safe. I'd love to thank you in person, but as mayor of Oridon, I have other duties to attend to. If you ever find yourself in the kingdom of Armor, you're welcome to stay here rent-free in my son's home.
Thompson's gonna pipe up at this point.
Thank you for your services. Sincerely, Mayor Stovepipe.
Thompson's gonna pipe up at this point, just like, rent free in me home! Oh, that rat bastard.
I don't take up much space.
Well, still, it's rent free in me goddamn house. But I guess what he says goes, whatever. I guess I'll just go clean up my house so I don't have enough shite on me plate.
You have a bunch of death traps in your house.
No, it's just very unorganized and there's a lot of stuff moving that probably shouldn't be.
Oh.
I got coffee. Coffee for everyone. Just drink.
Anyways, where's the wizard at? I haven't seen him since I've walked into this here labyrinth.
Guess first. Here you go.
Is there attached coffee? Here.
Thank you, Derek. Greatly appreciate it.
Dr. Z. Is that cool?
Hey, don't worry about it. I've been called far worse than Dr. Z.
Coffee. Black?
Right here. Oh, yes. Just like how I like my women.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Another way.
That was great.
Good stuff.
I can help.
Crank your beans this morning?
Yeah, I grinded myself.
That's the key.
Keeps them longer too. You don't got no roaches in there.
Ninja.
Anyway, anyone else want coffee? I'm pretty much.
I would take some.
Can I have some whiskey on the rocks?
Unfortunately, I think all the alcohol in the house will be.
I do not
Like,
like
but
ice.
if you have any on your person, you feel free to go do your thing.
I will do.
Go.
And Thompson will just pull out a bottle of whiskey and drink straight from it.
Coffee up there. Coffee down there. Oh god. My head. Is anyone else super full?
Not especially.
Not really.
I gotta take just a massive shit right now.
I'm actually
I'll be
quite
back.
hungry. I haven't had anything to eat since we left that tavern.
Oh god, I'll be back. I'm gonna. Oh god.
What's
Hey.
your problem?
He just like waddles off because he can't run without mistakes happening.
Don't pull a Navasta.
Oh god, no, oh god.
What was his name?
Navitesh.
Nevada Smith.
On the shit step.
Close. Not quite, but we'll go with it for now.
It's the
Ned
What
Kelly.
step? Because he shit 10,
What was that?
20 minutes.
Said-
Ned Kelly.
Then Kelly.
Yes, that's your name, right?
No.
No.
Neva and Tash. It's quite simple. Don't know how all of you screw it up.
Never Tash.
Okay, never touch.
Can I call you Neville?
And what was your name?
Dr. Raoul Zeta.
Dr. Raoul Zeta.
Indeed. So, never Tash. How do you fit into this sorted group of individuals?
Why did you show up?
Here we go again. The whale. The whale told me, essentially.
You met my ex-wife.
Unless she was an actual blue whale, no.
Last I checked, she was not.
And I do not believe she fell out of the sky either.
You hear from the bathroom. She was a humpback.
Interesting. I take it you're a Kalashar?
That would be correct.
An interesting group of people.
Do you have experience with them?
I've read up on them.
Okay.
There was a period of time when certain theories regarding the nature of your, shall we call it a passenger?
Could.
Were called into question with my colleagues. The sage, a scholar, student of the world.
That's so.
I'm a priest of Agma,
Are you?
god of wisdom, knowledge, bards, fabulous thighs.
Fabulous thighs. Is that what you
Yes.
just said?
Yes. You ever seen an image of Agma?
I cannot say that I have, unfortunately.
The man does not skip leg day.
Well, that is good. One should never skip leg day. I can't tell you how many leg days I haven't skipped. My body just won't cooperate with any sort of weightlifting. You know what I mean?
Everyone just walked around with buns of steel.
And,
Crushed watermelons between these cheeks, man. Let me tell you, check it out.
see, the only other set I've seen that is comparable is a NAS spider.
Oh, here comes the train of derailing. Choo-choo.
I hear it coming already.
But, Mr. Leaf,
Yes, sir.
have you been in contact with any of your relations?
Where's Grandpa?
Last time you saw him was in Vorcrest. He did not come with you.
I was with my grandpappy about 6 days ago in the Underdark.
The Underdark, eh?
Yes.
And, did you happen to speak with him about a book?
We actually did quite a few things centered around a book. How did you know?
It happens to be the area I'm, shall we say, researching at the moment.
Well, I innately trust you. You seem like a trustworthy feller. As long as you're not Sarek.
I swear to you on my mother's grave, God rest her soul, I am not a fallen deity.
All right.
Of any sort.
Insight check.
You can trust him.
Sure.
We ran into my grandfather in the Underdark city of somewhere.
That's a 10.
And he was following...
You're fairly... You think he might be telling the truth. Probably telling the truth.
He was following an eyeball sack that had possession of a very powerful book that could make you into a deity. And then we fought and fought and fought. Carrick almost killed my grandfather. I almost died. I did die. And one of our friends turned into Sarik and stole the book.
I would like to preface that statement by, yes, I did almost kill his grandpa. But, in our defense, his grandpa also tried to offer us up to the meatball as a sacrifice.
Wait.
That is a horrible, horrible series of events.
And Bob died.
Back. Sorry, who went there?
Bob died.
Bob died.
God rest his soul. Just to take it back a step. Cedric, the fallen god, took the book that your grandfather was securing.
Yeah. If you're gonna summarize the whole series of events, that's probably how you do it.
And you're not concerned?
I suppose it could be a bad thing.
It could be a very bad thing.
You might have to break it down. Dying 4 times slows down the brain. I was quite sharp.
You're either very good or very bad at dying.
Who's to judge?
I mean,
I think you have it wrong. He's very bad at living and very good at dying.
we're very bad at dying. It doesn't stick. Most people I know, they take one crack at it and they got it set.
I mean, we've had to bring it.
Practice makes perfect.
Tickle it.
To explain in brief, Cedric is horrible.
Know that?
Terrible, awful, no good, very bad. Former deity.
Thank you for the refresher.
Didn't we kill that lad a while back?
We killed
Killing a
Peter's
god is a
version of
difficult
him.
thing. I, for one, would never want to promise that I would kill a god. Especially not with something that could control my soul.
Why would you not want to do that?
There's a whole pantheon of deities is what it took to take down Cedric last time.
Panther. What?
Eon.
Pantheon. The totality of deific existence, more or less. All the gods teaming up.
Ah. Thank you.
And if he has gained the means to turn to godhood, that is, less than apt.
So we should kill him.
If we would be able to, yes, it would be a good idea. I am not exactly in the god-killing leagues. To be fully honest.
Well, you're in luck, because we're super good at it.
We're 0 for 4. No. It's not that simple. Wait, okay. Never mind. If you're counting fallen companions, we're 0 for 6. If you're counting fallen gods, we're 0 for 4. Eyeball sacks, we got a pretty good record.
Well,
I only got record in rabbits.
that is something to hang your hat on. You, sir, have a very serious skin condition.
Oh, for God's sake!
Tomorrow, I can try to help you with it. I can make no promises, but I can do my best.
Well, Nevatash, dear Nevatash, newest member to Ground Zero, really? Ugh. Anyway, newest member to the group. You explained to our wonderful doctor What is on my arm?
Why don't you explain to me? I have no idea what the hell's on the arm.
I believe it's vitiligo.
No,
What's a vitiligo?
Not even close.
thank you.
We
I
had
just
a
thought I'm not alone anymore on this. This is great.
we had a very close heart-to-heart bonding session, room wide here. There was a lot of alcohol involved.
I'm sitting
So-
kindergarten style on my rug, just waiting for this to unfold.
Yes, go ahead.
From what I saw with my own two eyes, you've only got my word to believe.
I trust you.
You're a stranger to me. I don't know if I quite trust you.
So,
He's
Wait, hold on a minute. What's your
You
name
always
again,
trust
fellow?
Galashar.
Hold on a minute. What's that fellow's name again?
me?
Aye.
I'm Nevatash.
Alright, I know a little bit more about you, so I'll trust you just a little bit more, but only a little bit.
Alright. What I saw was Carrick, the man, talk to his sword. His sword then light up along with his whole arm, along his skin condition, and then all the way up to his shoulder. The tighter he gripped, the brighter it got. And, well, then I saw the most impressive sword flipping skills that I've ever seen from anyone. And he was very not capable of that in his state, to say the least.
Advanced melanoma.
He got the trick from killing a dragon named Septic.
Yes.
Septicemia.
You know what?
Hey,
We'll say
excuse me, sir. May I have your name, my good drow?
Name's Carrick.
Garrick. If you would allow me to, and this is not an innuendo,
Is it a metastrophe?
to touch your sword and maybe hold your pee-pee for the next minute.
Well, I can tell you right now, no one holds my pee-pee.
You're gonna be a lonely man.
This has been established in this group many a time.
He's got friends.
I look back at Septimus and I say, well, thoughts?
I don't see what it would hurt.
Okay, so the sword starts to glow. And I just kind of grab it and hand you the hilt.
Okay.
The glow fades immediately.
What?
The glow fades immediately when you're no longer touching it. Are you casting a spell on it? What are you doing there, Raoul?
I am casting Identify
Okay.
on the sword.
Let me look that up real quick. Just so I can make sure I'm doing this right.
Well, I'm curious if you can cast Identify on an object that's not necessarily possessed, but is inhabited.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Are
wondering.
they able to roll against it if they don't want to be identified?
No, there's no save. It's just
It's basically magic identifying. Like it just
Yeah.
tells me about the sword. It doesn't give me control of it.
Right.
okay. Some of this. Okay. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So you learn that it is a sword that requires attunement. It has charges. Let me look it up real quick. Whoops, wrong button.
Beautiful architecture.
It has. It is a +2 weapon. It has poison damage. Equal to 2d6 plus the warlock level. Must be attuned to by a warlock. It has an improved critical function. Once the warlock's powerful enough. That's my wife, Nolan's girlfriend, Brody's wife, and my dog howling in the background.
And Grandma.
Oh my God.
I'm scared, dude.
Yep. And it is. It doesn't have charges, I mean, but it is. It is a sentient blade that holds the spirit of a great warrior. And I don't know if Identify would provide you with the spirit of the warrior or not. The name of the spirit.
I'll make it better.
I mean, you would learn what spell created it, so.
I mean,
Yeah.
For the purposes of what I'm looking for, it's just that it actually is an intelligent item, that it is magic.
Yes.
That it is associated with warlocks.
Yeah. And, yeah, there is a sentient spirit inhabiting the blade.
Doc, if you wanted to know, all you had to do was ask.
It's not that I believe you were untruthful. It's just one cannot be too careful when dealing with beings that offer power in exchange for services.
Indeed. I almost made that mistake and just... My sword that I have now kind of saved my ass.
And there was no metagaming involved.
Once he got up the hill.
There was not an entire room full of people going, nah!
You dumb son of a... I didn't mean you! That's not what I meant! No!
Purple!
Yes, purple!
Dude, purple is the universal sign of evil.
Yep.
Can
I learned this from the Legend of Zelda.
um,
Ganondorf's magic is purple.
Can I
wanted to be like Megatron.
Can I use my Know Your Enemy feature?
You mean stare creepily at a stalker for him?
Yes.
Like a stalker for a minute?
No, those two is armor class relative to 16.
Okay, so Raoul and Nevitesh, armor class higher or lower than 16?
Raoul, because he is not currently wielding a shield and is just sitting in his breastplate, is at 16.
He doesn't need to know the exact number, just higher, lower, or equal to.
Equal to 16.
Yeah, that's the only situation where he'd know the exact number, I guess. Nevitesh?
Yeah, same thing here with what's equipped, 16. Or equal to.
Fighter levels.
Any levels of fighter?
0.
And dexterity score higher or lower or equal to 18.
Lower than 18.
Also lower than 18.
I didn't know it was that high, so I thought it'd be more useful, but that's all I get to know.
That's all he gets to know.
Well, now that everyone's felt each other out, I guess, can we establish what exactly we need to be doing today?
I would like to go for a fight.
I need to talk to Sammy.
Yes. Thompson and I have agreed that we'd sit down and talk with his lifelong companion, his closest friend.
The angels are coming. Pete, do you hear the angels coming?
If that's the trumpet sound.
The sounds of the
Trumpet.
trumpets.
Gabriel!
Can you guys hear the trumpet?
Take me, Jesus!
Last screaming.
Chief, would you
Since
like
Thompson's
to
Irish, he'd be
join
going,
us
"Oh,
for this little
Jesus."
conversation?
Sure.
Ah, you little shit, I still want me stuff back.
I seriously am trying to remember.
You'll figure out when I beat the living tar out of you.
Can I do a history check just...
Sure, but you're gonna have to ask him. I have no idea.
I seriously cannot remember. Oh, never mind.
I was like, that's a really skinny cigar, but it's a pen.
Yeah. I only got
I
6,
used
so I
up the
won't
cigar,
remember. Team won't even
unfortunately.
remember.
Team has no idea.
You can't make another one. Cheater.
I'm just making random shit because it's... I'm rolling... Even when I'm rolling randomly, I get under a fucking 10.
You maybe got Evan's luck finally. Okay,
It's rotating.
so Thompson, Samson,
It's limp.
Raoul, and Gene are gonna have a talk.
I can do 2 characters.
Okay, have fun. Talk it out, guys. We'll let you guys talk for a bit, and then we'll see what the rest of everybody else is up to.
I'm gonna head to town quick talk.
Okay.
I'm also going to town.
Okay. Carrick, are you going to town?
I'm
the
going to
others?
see what Nevertash has in store for today's festivities, and then probably.
Okay. So
Here comes
until Nevitash gets back, we'll let the 4 talk. Have fun talking. You dropped it.
So, Samson.
Have they found the room yet, actually?
Found the room?
Yeah.
So they
Where
went
Sam is?
looking for Samson.
Okay.
I'd assume they find him.
Well, his door's locked is the main problem.
Okay. So you guys arrive at Samson's locked door.
Sheena's gonna unlock the door.
Do a rogue thing.
Make a what would that be? Sleight of hand check with thieves tool check.
It's sad that we don't know what check it is to unlock a door.
We never have locked doors. I don't lock doors.
Sam does. He's a very private man. He's studying.
27.
Okay, his door is unlocked.
The lock ran away in fear.
Yep. So you guys burst into Samson's room, I guess.
Well, he's
I was
on.
reading. I was just reading.
He is on his
laptop.
How many floors did we say he had in his room? 3.
That's the wizard tower. This is just a single room.
I thought that we said that he'd have multiple layers.
Oh, did we? Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah, 3. Sure.
He's on the top studying.
Hey.
How'd you get into my room, Gene?
Left unlocked.
History check.
Let's do a little bit of thinking. I call bullshit on that.
You just turned the doorknob and it
That's
came
right.
open.
I just turned the doorknob.
It opened.
Maybe I gotta replace my locks then.
Maybe you need to replace your door.
Maybe I need to replace my trust in people.
Probably need better locks because I just stuck my unlocking tool in and just pulled it out and it's unlocked. I didn't even try.
What do you want, Chief? I'm in the middle of studying.
I don't know. They wanted the. I can't remember his name. Zeta wanted to talk to you.
I don't know anyone by the name of Zeta. Tell them to leave. He hasn't looked away from his book either.
Thompson wanted to talk to you.
Sam's gonna slowly turn around.
That's a better thing to say.
You see Thompson and Raoul.
Hey, boy, when did you get so sour here? I thought you were a little bit more cheery than that. No. I've never been cheery. So who's your compatriot? Or this man who is smoking in my room?
Good evening. Or afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, too.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Raoul Zeta.
Can I ask if you put out your cigar?
Very well. I'll put out my cigar.
Not a big fan of smoke or fire at the moment.
Ooh.
Interesting. Would you mind if I ask why you're not a fan of smoke and fire at the moment?
Events that happened in the Underdark, which I do not wish to disclose since I don't know you. I'd say we should start with introductions first.
Oh, I certainly understand. I am a cleric of Agma, a seeker of knowledge and stories, tales. I come to this group of individuals looking particular for a book that would allow one to rise to deity.
Well, then I say you've came to the wrong place.
And I have gathered as such, but I've also come into a bit of a association, if you want to call it that, with your friend Thompson.
I told him a couple of things about you here. I hope you don't mind too much. What did you tell him? This is so goddamn weird.
I know it is. That's why I hate doing it.
Yep. And this is why I made sure that both of your characters were there as well.
I can do it.
I strictly try to avoid having conversations with myself, even though it's necessary as a DM sometimes. Continue.
The ambiance music is.
Well, I just told him, a couple of things like, how you're an orphan and you ran away from Castletown and, I... Don't kill me.
That's great. You're playing the trumpet.
Please don't kill me.
It.
Sam's going to be quiet and just kind of be staring at Thompson. And he's going to look back at Mr. Z. So, Mr. Zeta, I see you've built up a great profile of my past already due to my very unthoughtful friend.
With it, Samson, I don't want to ever draw a conclusion based off of someone else's word, especially not when dealing with a person's internal issues. There's also been a bit of concern raised regarding another associate here by the name of Chi.
Is it because of his poor tendency to cause destruction in his wake?
That's a bit of a heated way to put it. I'd say that Cheem has shown signs of risk-seeking behavior.
Oh no, it always goes to him.
I don't seek it out. It comes to me.
I suppose to put it lightly and explain, there was a job we were once doing somewhere around here in the land of Vale, and we went to a bar, and he went in to go get a drink. I went out to go take a leak on a tree, and I came back. That whole bar was scorched and just gone, and he was sitting at the table with an empty glass. Don't know what he did. He claims he didn't do anything. But I just don't stand behind him anymore, and I'd recommend you do the same.
Cheem, that's an interesting thing to have said about you. Do you want to provide clarity? Did it happen as Samson says?
I still don't know what happened. I sat down, ordered a drink, drank it, and it was just fire on me.
Do you often experience losses of memory, patches of time you can't account for?
No, it's fully lucid. It was just fire.
Well, I just want to be sure that I'm understanding your experience of the events. You walked into a normal bar.
Normal bar, people chatting.
You sit down.
Order
Talk
drink.
to the waitress.
Down drink. Surrounded by scorched stuff.
So from your perspective, from the time of taking the drink and setting it down, at that moment, the bar went from normal to...
Who ripped ass?
I'm sorry. I'm on a high bean diet.
Let me explain this a bit.
Can you hear any of that?
The good berries just run right through you.
Let me explain it a little bit.
He shit himself too.
Do I need to go ask them to stop?
Probably.
No, it's okay. It's absolutely
It's
fine.
distracting.
Continue.
Oh, I have to get this in between you shitting your pants. I was very thirsty and I quickly downed the drink and just fire. There's just fire I felt for a moment around me, and then just voila, just scorched shit around, scorched building.
And I would like to elaborate. This did not happen in a very long span of time. This was very fast. I heard a boom and I came back and he was just sitting there.
Now, have either of you considered that these events may have been unconnected with either of you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that I've seen it happen a couple of times, and it always starts from something small.
And is it always, from your opinion, caused by Gene?
I wouldn't say all the time. Except for maybe the oil job. I think we discussed this one as a backstory, right?
I have no idea.
Right, yeah.
An oil thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oil.
Would you like me to elaborate on the oil job, Mr. Zeta?
Please, whatever you feel comfortable telling us.
Alright, well, we were hauling a couple kegs of oil. And Cheem was in front of us, and I was behind, just kind of monitoring everything. And he was playing with a box of matches. And then threw one back, and it landed directly into an open hole in one of the barrels. And I say we're very lucky to get out alive, at least me and him. The others, I can't say they did.
Interesting. Gene, did events transpire that way from your perspective as well?
I mean, the match is out.
How did you know the match was out? Did you blow it out? Did you wave it?
I waved it, flicked it back.
It seems as though that you gentlemen have experienced some very significant trauma. It's a lot of destruction and potentially death to be surrounded by.
That was very minor compared to the other stuff I've seen. That didn't really affect me. Especially at the time with the line of work that I was doing.
I mean, I lost a lot of cash because of my own fuck up.
So you say at the time in the line of work you were...
You'd have to get to know me a little bit better to learn more about that.
Well,
I'm afraid.
I'm just talking with what you're comfortable with sharing. You were undisturbed, Samson, and Sheen, from your perspective, the major loss was financial.
Yes.
You gonna be alright?
And, so, could I ask, I'm very sorry. It's something I've got to live with. IBS is not a laughing matter.
It's just Sam is just sitting here looking in disgust as you just constantly ripping.
I'll be honest, years ago I experimented with the mouthpiece of a trumpet and...
You're shooting an experiment with the whole fucking trumpet? Sure as hell sounds like it.
Now, when you say we're gonna flip this therapy session on its head, and by saying experiment, what do you mean by that?
I put it in my butt.
I okay, that's what I thought. That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to make assumptions.
Yeah. So,
You telling me you stuck a trumpet thing like right up your ass?
well, the mouthpiece, you know, the little bell.
What on God's green earth compelled you to do that?
It sounds like you shoved the whole fucking thing up there.
You would be surprised what the human colon can do with constriction and release.
I once met a very nice man instead of a prison cell. He mentioned something about a prison pocket. Oh, those things are dastardly, but you can fit all sorts of things in there. Knives, spoons, Small animals, sadly.
Don't you shame their prison.
I think you gentlemen could stand to continue talking out these experiences that you've gone through, both together and individually. They
Depending
are
on...
Go ahead.
Well, depending on how well I get to know you personally.
Well, I
Only
told you I
then.
shoved a trumpet piece of my butt. I mean, that's pretty intimate.
That's what you're comfortable with sharing. I've got a little bit more traumatizing things than shoving a trumpet up my rear.
It wasn't the entire trumpet. It was just the mouthpiece.
I've gathered from your time being in my office.
But whatever you are comfortable sharing, I would be happy to hear.
All I will tell you is that, and a small smirk will appear on Sam's face, that a while ago, I killed my brother for sending assassins after my parents, and since he was also kidnapping people. And I just so happened to have him here with me.
Are you keeping your brother's body for any particular reason?
Well, to bring him back home and bury him, of course, but would you like me to introduce you to him?
That's not necessary and is very disturbing.
Ah, I see. Well, Thompson, if you're not going to be here for long, I'd like to give you the bag he's in to bring him back to the land and have him buried next to my mother and father. I don't know if I'm going back. I might just stay here for a little bit. Matter of fact, you've got a special lady waiting back for you at home. She's not happy. She's very angry. You gave her a letter and just didn't tell you anything. Just said, I'll be here in a while. I'll tell you anything. Didn't talk for 5 goddamn months.
Well, you see, the Underdark is a very weird place.
I don't think she gives a shite.
I'm kind of talking to you, Thompson. I've seriously forgotten about whatever you gave me because the Underdark was a very serious place, and it's whatever you gave me kind of slipped out of my mind. I seriously need a refresher.
All right then. Let's go back 3 years ago.
3 years.
3 years ago, yes. You came into me shop.
Yeah.
And you were looking around at me inventory, and you saw a specific, I don't want to say suit, but it was a very nice tailored white suit. And I never got it back from you.
Well, that's kind of Sherlock. I wish it's been washed away into the ocean.
You will pay me back for that piece of equipment with every last penny you have. Whether you make it up in work or in cash.
I don't even remember taking it from you.
How drunk were you when you came into my office?
I don't think I was even near your shop.
Oh, you were. Remember the countless times you'd borrow stuff from me and then return them in shambles? Because of you and that stroke of luck you've got.
Piss poor at making stuff.
You struck a nerve, boyo. If anyone wants to try and stop Thompson from slowly inching towards Sheem, they can feel free to do that.
Well, the only one there is Raoul or Samson.
Yeah, and Sam's not going to do it.
You're muted, Raoul.
Sorry about that. I'm simply taking notes and observing the interaction. If need be, I will respond should
Thompson is very hostile currently because Cheem just insulted his craftsmanship.
Well, so yes, but he has not actively. No one has thrown a, let's say, thrown a punch.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Cheem mocked my craftsmanship again. And we'll take this
Let me
outside.
rephrase what I just said. Those things that I took could have been of poor quality.
I make everything in my shop to the highest quality I can. I run a business, damn you.
Yeah.
Don't be selling poor things for a high price.
Not everything can be made perfectly.
It can be made much more better than poor.
That's why I said. That's why I said I was rephrasing what I said.
Rephrase your words wisely before you speak next time. Thompson's just gonna go back over to standing in the corner.
Okay.
And Sam will just pipe up and say, "So is that all you needed from me?"
Well, I honestly mostly wanted to introduce myself and offer my services as I won't say objective, but an unjudgmental ear.
I see. Well, wherever you may be after I get back, being that there's someone waiting for me, maybe we can talk more. But currently, I think I'm going to trek off to find the closest dock towards Armor.
That would be me.
Excuse me?
I'm the closest dock.
No, I thought he
What
had like
a
a teleportation spell
funny
or
man.
something.
Sam is just gonna slow clap his hands. Funny guy you are. Then he's gonna stand up and start packing up stuff to go. And that is all there is for double role playing.
All right. So while that is happening, Broadleaf and Toxin are the two green ones.
Oh, wait. Oh. I wanted to ask Raoul something, but he left.
He did.
Can Raoul cast reincarnate?
Remember, Sloop to merge.
You can.
Cedric took the
Do you wanna-
reincarnate scroll with him, didn't he?
You can ask somebody else. There's multiple other people that you can ask.
Toxin?
I cannot.
Not yet.
Samson?
No. I can't
You're
do
not
that.
there.
I can kill things though.
What's his name now? Can I do a history check to remember King's
Raoul?
character's names?
There's other healing spells too. Just saying.
Yeah, but dying and being reincarnated as a goblin doesn't help.
True.
Thompson knows a person that might. No, he doesn't.
You can
Never
ask
mind.
Nevatash.
Mivatash.
What was that?
Are you able to cast the spell reincarnate?
I do have the capabilities of casting that spell. I do not usually have it prepared for the day, as usually you have a little bit of time before you need to use it, but I am able to prepare that spell, if that's what you were wondering.
Well, I'm in a bit of a predicament. I'm not
Don't
able
look
to
like you're in a
fight.
predicament to me.
I'm not able to fight in my current physical state.
Are you asking me to kill you and then reincarnate you?
Well, if you're not comfortable with the killing part, I can go find someone else to do it.
So you're telling me you want someone to kill you and reincarnate you so that you're no longer a goblin?
I'm considering it.
That is an expensive change of race. But
You'll find it's very cheap to cast on me.
Will I?
Yes. I promise.
He dies. It's
No
not really
explanation.
cheap.
Even so, I don't have the components for the
You don't need
on
components.
person.
You just need to be able to cast.
Where do you get your knowledge?
Tempest.
Tempest. I cannot say that I've ever heard of Tempest before. Enlighten me.
He is the god I made the contract with. The god of war.
You made a contract with the god of war.
I thought we went over this, yeah. Basically, last time I died, he said that as long as I try to kill Garagos, he'll keep me coming back for cheap.
Does dying for fun count as trying to kill Garagos?
In my mind, yes, because I'm improving my combat capability.
There are other ways to be able to fight in your new goblin form.
Like...
Stabbing in the crotch.
This is a very good
You
example.
could be the literal definition of
But I haven't been on this plane for long. But I've heard rumors of different ways, and I mean, look at the things that we can do. There are ways to do anything and everything on this plane.
Well, I suppose I'll give it a try for a little bit longer.
I take it you're a strength-based fighter, and
Yes.
you do not have the strength anymore based on your size?
Correct. Anything larger than a small sword or spear I cannot use. And I have the shiny new glaive.
I see. I see. Have you thought about getting the weapon shrunk to suit your needs? Or the weight reduced?
But then it wouldn't be like a great weapon. And I'm somewhat of a great weapon master.
I see the predicament. I do.
We'll just continue on with what we have.
I would say so as well. I mean, I know for me that I'm no great weapon master by any means. And, well, let's just say I'm not exactly blessed in the strength end of things.
That's alright. Magic can make up for all.
My point exactly.
What?
Skinny arms.
Skinny arms.
Magic can make up for noodle arms.
And magic can make up for being tiny.
Lessons were learned all around.
The only difference is I don't need to I've got nothing to compensate for.
I see what you did there.
It's only nice to hurt a man when he's down.
Perhaps you'd enjoy joining Toxin and I in town.
I think I would. Even though I was just there. But, wasn't exactly in a wandering mood. For the first time in a while, I had something to do.
Well, Toxin,
Shall we?
off we go.
Carrick, are you heading out with them to town? So, the four of you head off to town. The two greenies, the drow, and the beanpole.
And the fourth one ducks.
So you guys are heading into town while Samson and Thompson and Raoul and Cheem are having their talks. You guys get to town
and are stricken by a band of robbers.
So what are you guys looking for?
A while ago, I had them make some daggers out of some dragon skins.
That's right. Yes.
And I don't have my notes with me.
I don't either, but I remember I remember talking about that briefly.
Did they do something with cold?
Yeah, they would be a frost dagger.
I believe I had 2 of them made.
Let me see if that's a thing in D&D Beyond before I design it. But that was in Colfax. Yep. I don't remember where in Colfax, but it was in Colfax. Inventory. Wow, they do not have much for daggers. 2 daggers. Okay, that's a little bit more. Good grief.
What?
I'm yawning.
I thought you were going to talk about the Beatles trumpet playing.
The trumpet playing is just fantastic. So it would be made out of a dragon scale. I have no idea what you paid for it. I have no idea what we discussed. Would it be fair to add a d6 of cold damage to a dagger? Would that be reasonable?
I would say at least 4 d20.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A d6. The d6 is not a big deal on a dagger. I mean, it's a 1d4 normally.
Yeah. So just add a d6 cold damage for. Is that worth it for a dragon scale? Because neither of us remember what was paid for that.
I'd say yes. It's still behind like a great sword. And that's just a base great sword. So that's 2d6.
Okay. Yeah. Sure, yeah. Yeah, so you have 2 frost daggers, which do a d4 slashing and a d6 cold damage. Because the... Or should it be 2d6, because the flame rapier was 2d6 fire.
I'd say that's fair.
Yeah, 2d6 frost.
Daggers are kind of underwhelming anyway, so yeah, that's good.
Okay, anything else you guys want to do in town? I don't know how much longer we have. Our wives could decide to quit partying at any minute, so...
Yeah, I think Gracie needs to get home soon.
Anything else you guys want to do in town? Anything else that wants to be done tonight? And then I will start game
Fight
planning
club.
next session. Broadleaf wants to find a fight club and die tonight.
No, I'll go fight airplane elementals as a goblin with a spear.
It'll be more meaningful.
Yes, that's what we'll do.
Anything else anybody wants to do tonight? Or is everybody fairly satisfied where we're gonna...
Next episode, Brad
Thompson wants to
prepares
find his
throw himself
parents.
off a cliff.
Thompson's dad is back at his house.
No, Toxin wants to find his parents.
Toxin wants to find his parents?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
We need
That's
to
a new one.
We need
I
to
lost
do his
mom and dad when I
backstory.
was 7. I was supposed to keep an eye on them and I didn't.
Eyes just slightly closed and no gone.
At the age of 7, I was born without a mouth.
But now I have one thanks to the power of knife.
How does the beginning of that Megamind movie open? I was born at a very young age.
Yeah.
I was born 70 years ago over by that tree over there.
I didn't pick up on that line until like my 5th time watching it.
That movie's full of surprises. Anyway, that's where we'll end the live stream. We're probably going to BS for a little bit. And yeah, thanks for watching. Join us next week as we figure out how to get to the airplane. Not next week, next session. So, I will be ending the live stream. Here we go. Like, share, subscribe. Goodbye, y'all.